cat?
What a way
Why
to
must you be
start the
so
video.
heavy? He's massive, dude.
Put your camera on, let's see the cat.
Arm. Dude, he's a big old squish. Alright, you wanna go? Alright, goodbye. Or no, you're just gonna sit at the door and wait? You're gonna contemplate leaving? Yeah, you're really good at doing that, aren't you? Alright.
And that's the end of the video. This is going as a YouTube short.
There it is. That's a YouTube short right there.
But nah,
we should actually just take that. And
actually do that as a YouTube short too.
That's really good. That's it.
Welcome to our new.
That'll be the April Fool's video.
Oh shit! Yeah. Welcome to our new pseudo podcast thing, Shots and Giggles, where we play Call of Duty and talk about stuff. I am one of your hosts, Professor Pestilence. With me, I have Spike.
Our way.
And Pro Class Sniper / Old AI / Dan Editor Dan
/ Captain Autismo
/ Captain Autismo, / whatever you want to call him.
/ Dumbass.
Exactly. There we go. We got everything.
There we go.
We're set.
/ arsonist.
/
arsonist / alcoholic.
There we go. We got everything, I think. So yeah.
There, now we got everything.
Oh, we can't forget our side host, Captain Moo. Say hi, Captain Moo.
All right. So yeah.
What?
Well, that's a way to start off a podcast. First
Sure
episode,
is.
we're already. So, as I load into the game and get everything ready, what shall we be talking about, gents?
Well, I have some ideas of what to talk about. One of which I think we'll save for the end. But
Okay.
I think we should start our thing, I suppose, with some hot questions, hot takes. What are some of your hottest takes ever? Any category, just what's your hot take?
Really?
Yeah,
Get me cancelled. Okay.
whatever. Hottest take. Take is hot.
I think my take's on abortion.
Okay.
And well, yeah, it's the woman's ultimate decision at the end. I mean, the man doesn't really get a choice, but I think the man should have, at least if it's their child, they should have some choice over, because it's at the end of the day their child.
I can agree with that.
That's like
No, that makes sense to me.
That's very understandable, actually.
a woman should have the
May I-
final
may I
decision,
get-
but the man should have the right to,
Yeah.
speak.
No, I completely agree with that.
Yeah, can I get an invite?
I am hold on, you silly goose.
Thank you much. There we go.
So yeah, that's a good hot. How about you, Dan? Do you have any hot takes? As
I
fucking
feel like
Ghostface
political
exists?
correctness has gone a little bit over the line.
I can agree with that too. Yeah.
It's kind of a hot take. That's very like honestly, dude. The shit that used to be said whenever I was like a fucking kid in school, like you say any of that
Honestly.
shit nowadays, you're gonna get fucking like,
Honestly.
oh my god, you can't say that.
Honestly, like.
That's so like back in the day,
Ugh.
dude. You used to be able to fucking. You'd be fucking shouting the N-word at people. You'd be fucking like calling them
Dude,
fucking like
legit.
twinks and fairies and
Honestly.
faggots and shit like that. And you can't
Yeah.
do that no more. You
I
know? I knew back in the day, like, people were bullied the shit out of for being gay, and now it's like, if you say anything about gay, then you're the one getting fucking mercilessly bullied about it and shit, you
Right.
know? Which is just fucking crazy to think about.
Right.
Well,
how
while
much
attacking
things have changed
someone,
over the time.
verbally on their sexual orientation's
One
fucked.
of you
I
had
mean,
to be
at the end of
first.
the day, they're just words. So I
Right.
get your point.
I don't get why it's so serious about it. You know.
Mhm.
Honestly.
Like, I remember, oh god, especially when it came to the internet, you know? And how, like, sanitized it is anymore.
Oh my god.
Like, oh goodness. Oh shit.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, this is one in the chamber, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Anyways, whew, that was fun. But yeah, like so much stuff used to get said about anything, you know, like oh damn. Like you could like with fucking 4chan, the something awful forums, you know, stuff like that. It's just so clean anymore, you know? I don't know. It's just like
Threat
such a change from what it used to be.
Yeah.
It used to
I
be
feel
so,
that,
so
man.
it used to be the Wild West, you know? Like
Dude,
I
that's
wasn't
what-
allowed
dude,
on the
that's
internet.
the best way to describe it is the Wild West of the internet, and now it's just like nothing.
Right. I did really good there.
I didn't get a single fucking kill. I didn't know what the fuck was
Oh,
going
you're
on.
the best
I thought we
player
were
where I
still
just
on-
fucking like ah.
I thought we were still on gun game. I was wondering why my gun stopped firing after one shot.
Yeah. But nah, like I wasn't allowed on
just
the
some good
internet
game.
for a while, you know? Like
Right.
I wasn't
For good
allowed
reason,
until I
too.
got my own computer when I moved the first time. That was
Mm-hmm.
when I was allowed to get on the internet, but even then it was still very monitored, you know? Because it was it wasn't
There's
just
something else I
viruses,
thought of.
you know?
There's something else I just thought about with this like PC, not just like on the internet, but also like on television.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Also I
Right?
love
Like
living
think
in the
about
void.
dude, a show like Wonder Chosen or like South Park. If South Park was to try to launch today, or Wonder
Oh, yeah, it would
Chosen.
never-
If you ever heard of Wonder Chosen,
I have not, but
Drawn Together, shows like
oh
that
yeah,
would
Drawn Together
not have
never
fuck-
happened.
Dude, that shit would not have flown.
Never.
Say
in
what you want
today's
about Family Guy, but they do it right.
Mm.
They make the offensive jokes, but they do it right.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like they've got a formula to it where the thing is with Family Guy and South Park nowadays actually is they don't pick sides.
Right.
Right.
They take the piss out of everyone, which is the kind of comedy that is needed, you know.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, that's when
Sorry.
it comes to like my YouTube channel and stuff like that. Whenever it comes to like offensive jokes and stuff, I always try to keep it like everyone. Like I make fun of anyone because I hate everyone. You know, I don't hate
same.
everyone,
Yeah.
but like I hate everyone
like,
equally. You know.
yeah,
Right. I don't
every
dislike
single
any
group
other group
has their own, you know,
more than
downsides.
others.
Right.
Yeah,
Every group, man, for real.
it's like show me one group that is perfect in every way, besides a fan club of Mr. Rogers.
Right.
And even then, the people in it, you know, have probably fucked up in the past.
Oh yeah, everyone has.
So
there's no
yeah,
no one is perfect. That's not a thing. Like. If
and
you
that's
think
why
that's
we're
a
going to
thing, you're
exploit
fucking
your
delusional.
imperfections for comedy.
Exactly. And then if you do it to us, we'll be like, hey, you know what? That was pretty funny. So
Yeah.
like, I don't understand.
if you
Also,
can't,
this
if you
map is
can't, if you
completely
can't
new to
take,
me.
you can't give.
This looks like a
It's a
CS:GO
good
map.
map. It's really fun.
Dude,
Seeing hardcore
you should-
multiplayer.
dude, honestly, dude, take a look around because there's some really fucking like they got like
Anyone
hot rods
finds me,
all over
don't
the place.
kill
You
me.
got choppers and
I'm
shit.
fucking with my sentence.
Right. But
No, there's like a fucking hippie truck, like a hippie van with like dragons and wizards painted on it and shit. This fucking map's awesome. I love it.
it's very large. I thought this was a smaller map.
No, it's
But,
quite big.
But yeah, but like I feel that the only time that the old internet is still like there is when it comes to like funnily enough, when it comes to like COD lobbies
Mm-hmm.
anymore. That's like the only time old internet is still there. You know?
Yeah.
It's an offensive
Even then-
swill water of hate. You know? It's just
It's severely fucking nerfed, if I
Right,
fucking use
yeah.
that term here. Like, there's, I think I've
it's not
heard, I'm not,
competitively viable anymore.
yeah, I've not heard this from an official source. I heard this from a friend of mine.
Right.
But he said that soon they're going to be implementing like monitoring software into games
Please,
lobbies and
please
They already
don't.
did
listening
that.
is to-
They did that in Roblox.
yeah, did they?
Oh no!
Body dropped.
Holy shit, that was awesome!
Damn.
That was awesome, dude! What the hell? I can't even be mad at that. That was cool as shit. Hello.
Fuck.
But
Confirming kill.
yeah, so yeah, they already did that with Roblox because they were testing that shit out in Roblox. You can get banned if you say like anything that sounds like was close to like any kind of bad word or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just
Or anything,
hash
yeah,
signs.
like any.
I hate.
No,
I
it doesn't
hate
do
the
that. No, like,
thought-
no, when like the actual, they implemented a voice chat in the Roblox
Eye for an
They implemented
now.
voice
You
chat.
have to put in like you.
There
yeah,
was
the
like
voice
way
chat,
back
you
when
have to.
Xbox just started out with it.
You had to like put in your ID to show how old you were and shit
Holy
to actually be able
shit.
to use it. Yeah, but most people.
That sounds
the-
exploitative.
You know, oh yeah, it was, dude. Like half the people were able to do it with what was that one movie called? Fuck, with the two cops, and they were like, they knew that the one guy was like a. I can't remember. I can't
Was it
remember what it
comedy?
was. It was a comedy, yes.
Hot Fuzz,
And it
maybe?
was. No, it wasn't Hot Fuzz. It was like there was this like these kids
Were
that were trying to have
were
a
they
party,
two
right?
police?
They're trying to have a no. The main characters weren't police. They're like side kind of characters.
Did
But,
they
like,
end up
there-
rap
like, there's
battling
these
to
two
shut down a
guys.
drug deal?
No, that would be really cool. That would have been really cool. That would
Yeah,
have been a
no,
really
they
funny
dress
movie.
up as rappers to go in to do a drug bust, and then at the end
That
they do a
sound-
rap
that just-
battle.
That just sounds like
Put the
white chicks. It
clip in.
literally just sounds like white chicks.
Yeah, put the clip in.
Wait, is it an actual movie?
No, it's not a
No,
movie
it's
yet.
it might be actually. Yet.
It's honestly what you described.
It's
kinda
the movie
sounds
I'd like to watch tonight, though.
White chicks. Have you guys ever seen White Chicks?
I have.
I have.
Dude, White Chicks is so
So
fucking
good.
funny. You need to watch. It's like these two black guys that pretend, like these two black cops that pretend to be like white girls.
Okay.
Yeah, what's your shoe size? Size 14.
It's
Wait,
so
what?
fucking
No, you can
good.
fit into these size 7s. Oh, so good.
What's his name's in it?
Eddie
fucking-
Murphy, isn't it? It's not Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's the comedian from the 80s. Shit.
No, it's the big muscular black guy.
Terry Crews?
Terry Crews, yeah.
Hmm.
He's in the movie, and it's really funny. Dude, it's so fucking good.
I know this map, which is the only reason why I chose it. Because, like, I know it's smaller.
But yeah, so there's this movie where these guys are trying to have a party or something, and then there's this one guy, they try to get him to buy beers, and he has like this fake oh, now we're doing gun game.
Yeah, now
Okay.
we're doing good. I should have said something, sorry.
No, you're good. But so now, like, they have like this one guy trying to go and buy beer, and these cops find this dude's ID and see that it's completely fake, but just play along so they, because they know that like teenagers don't think cops are cool, so then they're just letting them
Is
play
that the
along
one
and
with
like buy the beer
McLovin?
and shit. Yeah. They were using that's what they were using. They were using the McLovin fucking fake ID, and it was letting him through, and then they were able to use the voice chat.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
That's where I was trying to go with that. But yeah, so back on track.
Yeah.
It is just yeah, they are trying to do that shit, and they already did it with Roblox, so I wouldn't be surprised if they start doing it later on either.
Also, sidetrack about funny names.
Mm-hmm.
Put in the comments what you think I should change my legal name to, because it only costs £40, and I will do it if it's funny enough. Not the last name though, just the first name.
KIA.
I want my last name.
Because it's just straight up flame.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
just
metal.
got fucked by the rescue ranger.
I got a metal last name. It's literally just Flame.
Don't shoot me, I don't know what's that. I told you not to shoot me!
Hello, Fizz. Oh, okay. I wasn't shooting towards the end.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you camped out to just
Yeah.
fucking finish me
Heat of the
off.
moment.
But anyway, hey yo, but yeah, but yeah, I don't know. The internet is not something you could just dump something on. The internet is not a big truck. The internet is a series of tubes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The internet is... The internet's a series of tubes.
I don't know why I thought that I was gonna be hitting shotgun rounds.
I'm popping off now that I got my
Right.
controller
Yeah,
connected.
you're honestly just going off. But oh, Oh, here's one. What do you think of console games getting PC ports?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. As long as
Yeah,
they're
it doesn't
done
bother me.
correctly.
Yeah.
Plus, nowadays, most PC games you could just connect the controller to and play anyway, so
Right.
I'm fine with it.
All right. Should we get into the spicy stuff yet, or should we wait?
Oh.
You know what? Let's get into the spicy stuff.
We're
Why
getting
the
into the
fuck
spicy
not?
stuff. All right. So there's a lot of groups on the internet. You know,
Yes,
Mhm.
there
there are
are.
a lot of
There's a lot of them.
whether good,
A
bad,
lot of them
ugly,
are cool.
fuzzy, fluffy, scaly, feathered.
I think we all know where this is going.
Avian
Yeah, so-
species.
So birds, right? How fucked up are birds? You know, cause like they just go around, they do whatever the fuck they want, they shit on your head, and then they laugh at you. You know?
Mm.
And then they go on fucking 4chan, make a green text post about how you're cringe. But no, in all seriousness,
No, there's a fucking there's a fucking bird in England called the wallow,
yeah.
and it's not the swallow, it's the wallow, and it literally latch itself to your forehead and peck out your eyes.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So you guys say there's nothing
Birds are
here
cool,
that's bad. Listen to the wallow, man. You should come here and see one of
Birds
them.
are
There's like
honestly
there's
double
sanctuaries for these wallows, and there's people that go in to feed them, and they come out blind.
oh my god.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
I know whenever I was in California, we went down and there was like this place we could feed these birds, right?
You're a fucking
these
idiot,
birds-
Julian.
These
What do you
birds were
mean?
fucking.
Wallow doesn't exist.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured it's still a funny idea. You know, I like the idea of the eye birds.
These birds are fucking like they're only like they're only like an inch tall,
Yep.
if that. But they're fucking vicious, and they're down in California, and you could just like go and feed them and shit, and that's like the only way that they won't like attack you.
Oh my god.
That's really funny.
But anyhow,
It reminded me of that.
so
yeah,
yeah.
let's go back onto what we were talking about.
what we were actually going to talk about, the community of furries.
This is gonna be a good one.
I want to know how you guys feel about them. First off, just base claim. How do you feel about our fuzzy counterparts?
I mean, I've never had any bad experience with them. You know, so
Right.
as long as like, I'm gonna keep an open mind because I'm one of those guys that believes, you know, hey, everybody can be chill. You know,
Yeah.
I grew up watching Mr. Rogers as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I try to not, you know, judge people for, you know, liking something that I think might be strange. You know, I don't know why people want to dress up in an animal costume. You know, it's just not my thing.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are people out there that are like, dude, why are you so fucking obsessed with robots? And I'm just like, I think they're neat, you know? I don't have any issues with them for liking, you know, animal costumes or anthropomorphic animals or anything like that.
Right.
You know, so I have no issue.
Honestly, that's a based claim.
Mhm.
That there is actual based, not whatever.
I'm
the fuck
ditto on that.
that fucking.
It's like if you're
Reddit
using it
shit
to
is.
be weird, then
Yeah, if
yeah,
you're
fuck
using it
off.
to like
Yeah, if you're not hurting
as an
anybody or like
excuse to
Mhm.
do
using,
something,
yeah, if
then
you're,
I think that's fine.
yeah, if you're,
Nice shot, dude. Holy shit.
thank you much.
like, at the end of the day, furries, it's not my cup of tea. Yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's weird to me, but it's a free country, a free world, supposedly. We'll get into that maybe. Probably not. But yeah, I think everyone has the right, even if I disagree with it, to do what they want to do. Because
You know,
in a world without freedom of expression, we've got no freedom at all. So go for it. But if you're being
see,
a
the
cunt
way that
about it and you're just being a weirdo, then don't. Just fuck off.
as long as you're not, the way I see it is like, I'm glad you found something that you like to do, and I'm glad you found a community that also is like accepts you and thinks that you're cool and like likes what you like and shit. But you know,
Ooh, look at that kill cam. Look how much health I had.
you had like nothing, and that's why I
Yeah.
was so mad. Because I just sprayed the entire mag, and then you just had like one. But you know, as long as you're not hurting anybody or causing any kind of grief,
Clean shot.
you know, I don't really care.
Yeah,
Yeah. Second that.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I think when it comes to that, as long as you're not trying to force it down people's throat,
Yeah, that
you're
too.
Mhm.
That
special
too.
and that you're different and you should be important.
If you use it as a character trait, you know, it's kind of cringe. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. There's better things to use as a trait.
right.
Yeah, like actual personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After this
Which,
game.
for some reason, it's a lot of people find difficult.
Right. But yeah, I don't know. It's just there's a lot, and people are weird as they are. You know, like
Yeah.
you'll never often know how someone truly is, ever. Like that's just not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just know how someone is. Like you think you'll know them, and then you know something will end up coming up. That's just how it is. But I'm thinking we're gonna I'll put this on hold for a little bit because I'm getting called. Sam, I do want to see this best play though. That was a good play. Well done.
Very good.
Not over yet.
What do you mean it's not? Oh, it is an okay, man's just going off. All right, fine. All right, cool. Well done. But yeah, we're
Very
gonna
good.
continue this thought process a little bit later. We're gonna do that clap cut thing. Woo, we're back, and I have a dog.
We're gay.
What? I'm not gay. I'm not
Yet.
a homosexual. Anyways, so back
We
to
should all have
furries.
Shreks later.
So
Oh yeah.
back to furries.
Back to that.
Yeah.
If your persona is Shrek, you're a G. I don't care what anyone says.
That's another thing. How about we have a fun little game here? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If we were to have what are they called? Fursonas, right?
I
Mm-hmm.
think so. Yeah.
If we were what would you want?
Fox, 100%.
What do you think?
I'm not
Would you be all natural? Would you like you know, have clothes? Would you be clothed, civilized?
Let's just walk around and piss on people. It's funny.
That's probably a thing.
Like, I'd walk up and cock leg and just fucking piss on their boots.
That's probably a thing. Let's be honest.
Oh,
And then afterwards, you'd get tired, so you just walk around with a tea kettle and just fucking vomit it on people.
Yes! Oh, that's a
So much tea
story.
that you fucking vomit it.
That's a fucking story. Did we already talk about that in the Minecraft one?
I think we did.
That was close. That was a good one, Jules.
I think we did talk about that, but
Yeah.
we might as
I
well
don't think
talk
we
about
talked
it
about it on
here.
Oh, after this funny, after the funny.
After the furry, yeah.
Yeah,
So
after
so
that.
you'd just be a straight up just a nude bipedal fox who pisses on people.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't even be bipedal. I'd just run around on all fours and be a
just a
little
straight up
gremlin.
fox.
Y-
Yeah,
Just a straight up animal.
straight up
He'd
fox.
be like a
Yeah.
mudman from fucking Left
I'd have
4
like
Dead 2.
I'd have like a person's face, and I'd be like a
He'd be one of the
Wendigo, and
pet-
just go look.
He'd be one of the
Yeah.
things from the pit.
Oh yeah.
All the trogs. You just
Oh, yeah, the
run around like
trogs,
a
yeah.
trog.
Mm-hmm. I just
Oh,
become
sure.
like a skinwalker or something.
So you would be sentient. You'd be a sentient bipedal.
Yeah. I
Four-legged
just fuck
animal.
with people.
People think you'd be like a yokai, depending on where you are. You know.
Probably,
Fucking kitsune.
Over here.
fucking.
I don't know what the
fucking-
fuck they think I
fucking
was over
cryptid.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm already a cryptid, but we'll talk about
That's
that
true.
after this.
We'll talk about that
What would
after
you be?
What would I be?
Ooh.
Honestly, I'd probably be one of the screen face ones, because those ones look really cool. In
Oh,
my
the
opinion.
what are they called? Protogens?
Yeah,
think-
whatever.
Yeah, they are.
Antivirus is not enough.
Yeah, fucking protogen. Yeah. I am Gogo, and your security is my motto.
Confirm.
But yeah, I don't know. So you'd be a prodigy.
Yeah, I'd like one of those. Yeah, I'd like one of those. I'd like one of those.
Honestly.
I do.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly just like the robot lover in me.
Yeah, probably.
But like, I just find that design really fucking cool. Just having like a big screen face.
Yeah, it's cool. Honestly, I think it is pretty cool. Damn it, free firing little bitch.
No, I wasn't free firing. I was
pre-firing.
Oh.
But
A fucking cartel executed you there.
What would I be? I want to hear what you guys think I would be.
Fox.
Fox.
Okay. What if I said I would want to be a raven?
Yeah, that's believable now.
I could see
After
that.
the change. That's
big bird,
you're an
the
avian.
big
That's
bird
a
being, I can see
feathery or
that.
whatever they're called.
No, they're still under
No, I
the
think they're
same
still
thing.
called furries.
Are they?
That was really cool.
Like, there's the general term, and then there's like the other bunnies.
I'd have
like
to look it up because I know scalies are different.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know that there were such things as scalies. I just thought that
scalies are the
reptile ones were also
reptilian
just called
ones, yeah.
furries.
No, they're special. They're scalies.
They're gone.
They're all
Yeah, nah.
special.
Hmm.
Edit that out. Edit that out.
We don't edit. We don't edit on this. It's just jump
No,
cuts for
edit
like
that out.
silences.
Edit that out.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Damn.
Male hostile removed.
Look at the kill cam.
I had one shot. I kind of figured. I didn't even need to look. I saw you just like slowly snap up and just look back. Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, I would be a raven who dresses up like a skater.
Dresses up like a skater.
Yeah. With like, not the parachute. What are they called? They were really big in the early
Parachute pants?
2000 not parachute pants. They're similar.
Those
they had
weird
the belts
flare
and shit all
ones,
over.
because the 70s was coming back.
No, they were the ones with the belts and stuff all over.
They're dead.
Oh, the tack pants.
Yeah, the tack pants, or I think another name for them were bondage pants. Because I think those are cool. I want a pair of those in real life because I think they look cool. And yes, I'm stuck in the early 2000s.
It's a good time to be stuck in.
Yeah,
Honestly, if it was up to me, I'd be stuck in the 80s.
There's a giant deconstruction and demolition of 2 buildings in New York. You know, there's. Metal Gear
Oh, you
Solid
bastard!
2.
I'm sandwiched. I am sandwiched.
I hit none of those shots and I'm pissed. But yeah.
Don't worry, don't feel bad. I shot directly at his head and missed
will
all
say,
5 of the
though,
shots that I fired at him.
That's awesome. The Goth was still there.
Oh, Goth
and
was
not-
very fucking big.
and
Or no,
not
it was turning into emo at that point,
It was
wasn't
slowly
it?
turning into
Yeah.
emo, but that's when the distinction became a thing.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, there's like the whole Goth versus emo thing. I
Yeah,
remember
it's still a thing.
that. Is it?
Yeah. Emo fucks. Anyways,
I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about the emos. They'd end up just taking themselves out in that war.
oh yeah, probably. But listen to fucking
Yeah, that problem
late
dealt with
stage Green
itself.
Day and just
Oh god. Don't even, man. I fucking hate like Green Day. American Idiot fucking ruined that shit.
I
Damn,
like American Idiot.
Actually, I like American Idiot.
It's like
No,
the
they're like
last album I
everything
liked.
before American Idiot was good. I'm sorry. But their sound just
American Idiot
changed
is
so
fine.
dramatically. Dookie was more punkish, and then they
Yeah.
just went to like singing songs about the government and love.
Hostile down.
Yeah,
Before it was like
kinda-
about
it was kinda
masturbating, like
Kinda
blowing
like
your head
a,
off,
Yeah, you're right.
which is like awesome.
Damn, I thought I could turn around fast
Kind of
enough.
like a. I kind of feel like it was a what's it called? Richie Blackmore thing where he went from being in Sabbath to then starting up Rainbow, and then like Rainbow
Yeah,
started
Rainbow
out
was
good,
awesome.
and then they just started singing love songs.
Male up-
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whenever they started singing the love songs, that's whenever it turned me off, honestly.
So the whole thing is
early
like
Rainbow.
every
Oh,
love
watch
song
that-
is good,
watch that
but
cocaine,
they're
please.
all the same.
I don't think I was able to. It didn't let me watch the cocaine.
Damn, dude, that was so cool.
We'll
You
watch it
fucking
in post.
slid in. You slid in, and I had my Pellington.
Mm-hmm.
And I just slowly, like, I got it to your head. It looked
Nice.
really cool on my end. I hate Tundra. But yeah,
Oh, there's my baby. All right, I'm killing the next person I see.
to what we were talking about.
Mhm.
Oh, I missed both shots. Yeah, I don't know. I think most there's an asterisk here, but most furries are pretty cool people.
Mhm.
Damn it. But there's a reason I put an asterisk there, because there are a few bad eggs, and I think
As in
any
any community.
conversation should include talking about those, because it's worth talking about. You know, there's a reason stereotypes are a thing, right?
Mhm.
And
Right.
it's I don't think that they should be for everything, you know. I don't think you
Mhm.
should just see someone, oh, they're a furry, they're obviously X, Y, or Z. But there's a reason that is a thing. How did that not hit is my question. And but yeah, it's just the whole thing. You know, there's the we're gonna put a trigger warning for anyone here. From here on.
Fuck.
Okay. We're
That was
getting
fucking
to
good.
that.
You made me
Correct,
blood
that was really
smoothie.
So yeah, we're gonna get into that stuff. Starting with pedophilia.
Oh boy.
There are an alarming amount of records and reports of furries being creepy.
Yep.
Um,
I'd say a good like 20-ish%.
I would say, yeah. And I think that's messed up. Furries, what the hell are you doing? Get them out of there.
Kick these
Now.
guys out.
Just banish them. Stop.
You wonder why so many people like fucking troll the shit out of you guys. I
Right.
mean, damn.
And this is why. Because
Yep.
there's, I mean, the problem is that what can you really do? You know? Like,
Yeah.
again, it's that we're gonna harken back to that whole, you never know someone right away. That's not a thing. So
Right.
even if you
course.
get to know them, everyone has dark secrets that
Mhm.
that no one wants to. Oh, fuck. That no one spreads to other people.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, so it's a whole thing. It's messed up, and it should probably stop. But I don't think there's anything you can really do to stop it, you know? Which is unfortunate.
Right.
And I blame... I don't really blame
Society.
anyone. But I think that a reason for that could be the softening of the internet, you know?
Mhm.
Because when the quarantine and shit happened, right? Everyone was online. There's very few people who weren't. I was one of them. But that's besides the point. Essential worker, my ass. I work at Taco Bell.
Yeah, essential work. Yeah, I guess I was an essential worker. I guess.
And
You were, yeah.
you know, it's just since the internet got so soft, everyone was online, and it's a whole oh gee, everyone was suspect, even if they're fucking monsters, you know. And it's gotten to a point where I don't think it's good. I think it should stop. Is it?
Agreed.
Probably not, because of what it is. It's just how it is. But, you know, I don't really know where else to go with that. It's just, there's not much we can do.
Right.
So, you know, that's a whole
Mhm.
thing. Also, we're doing prop hunting.
Furthermore, on that point
Fine
of
with it.
furthermore on that point of quarantine, does anybody feel like it didn't happen? Like it was so long ago? Like
No.
to me,
no,
it
I
just
still
feels
feel
like a
that.
dream.
No, not to me.
Kind of feel that, but that's only because I have a horrible memory.
Yeah, it was probably the copious amounts of substances I was on at the time.
Well, yeah, that could be. But
Could help as well. That might help with that.
yeah, it's just there's a lot, and that's also helped with the expansion of the furry community.
mhm.
Because so many people were online, and you know, it's a thing. It's whatever. I don't really care one way or another, but you know, it's a thing. It happens, and I don't really think it's necessarily a bad
Did you
thing.
go to work today?
I did go to work today.
Did you
How dare you.
experience the wind?
Yes, I did experience the wind on my ride home. My head got blown off twice.
Damn.
I don't have mine.
Only one prop
You don't have your hat anymore?
Find it and destroy it.
Is it on the road, on the side of the road, I assume?
I don't know it.
You don't know where it is?
Nope, it's gone.
Well, that's fine. Just ask for another one. I'm sure they'll give it to you.
Special guest, yay!
We got a special guest who's what might be your name, small one?
Nate.
Nate.
Now we know.
I see. Now we know it's Nate the Gremlin.
Yes.
Joining us today's Nate the Gremlin.
What the
is it-
fuck?
Wow.
Podcast.
Did you hear that?
Okay.
I did hear that. Yeah, it was like a buzzy noise.
Yeah, that came from
Alright,
you, I
well,
thought.
we got Sue's podcast.
No, because I heard it too. I heard that. It was like a weird, like buzzily noise.
Just a
Buzzing.
small guest appearance.
Yeah, small
There
guest
we
appearance.
go.
Goodbye. It's the same Nate the Gremlin that helped us in Call of the Dead.
It is.
Yeah.
When we went to heaven.
Yeah, when we all went. To
I'm going to heaven.
Did you find it?
No.
But
I'm very worried that you will, though.
but yeah. Again, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. You know, I think if somebody wants to feel welcome, you know, to any sort of circle or whatever, I think that they have a right to. You know, because
Yeah.
I don't think there's a reason for anyone to be ostracized for anything unless it's highly illegal, and no, because then I think that it should stop.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like
That's very fair.
pedophilia. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Am I getting fucking called down again? I swear to God, I just got back up, and I don't think prop hunt's really gonna work with this amount of people. Why did I do that?
Hold on, I'm coming over to you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys a question.
Okay,
I'm looking for him too. Where are you guys?
we're in.
Have you seen the
Second
prop
house.
anywhere? You seen
Oh
the
my
prop
fuck.
anywhere, boys?
Did I?
No,
I
haven't
literally
seen him
saw
anywhere.
you go across.
Yeah, I'm looking for the prop right now. I don't know where he is. I'll tell you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
if I find him though.
Okay,
All right,
yeah.
cool, yeah. Yeah,
Thanks.
keep an eye out for him. Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, no problem.
yeah, I'll stay with you to help you.
Yeah, of course.
Any luck?
Can't see him anywhere.
Damn,
I'm checking.
he's checking.
Anyway, sit back on what we were talking about.
Soon. Yeah, take him out because I gotta go up. God damn it!
Oh.
Clap, cut.
There we
Welcome
go.
back. We're gonna finish what we had planned last time before we got cut off, and play more game. Make sure that my audio mixing is correct here. I don't want to have it too fucking loud. That would be really embarrassing if that last episode was really loud game-wise. Well,
I guess we'll find out.
yeah, we'll find out.
And then,
So
then
yeah,
I'll have to fix it out
what did we last talk about?
Furries.
Whatever you do, don't look up the 1911 on Rule 34.
What?
Doing that
Oh,
right
this
now.
okay. So this is a
Doing that
remake
right
of a
now.
map from Black Ops.
Oh no, you know, don't do it. I said don't do it.
I'm gonna do it now. You've piqued my interest.
No. Don't.
Don't pretend like you didn't want him to look it up by saying it.
Yeah, you're right.
Roll 34.xxx. Yes, I'm 18. Okay.
What game mode is this? Gun game?
13, 11. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gun game.
That
the
was fucking
fuck?
cool.
I'm so confused. What does this?
Wait, share
have
your
to
screen
make
because
me
I just said random bullshit. I didn't expect anything to come up.
It's like a satyr with like a
Oh,
flower pointed at his dong, right? And there's two fucking like butterflies.
okay.
They're not doing anything. They're just there.
Hmm.
It looks like it came from the year 1911, 20th century. Like it. It just
Okay.
looks. Okay. Well, now we know.
Now we know.
It's literally the only post. Also, yes, this looks a lot like Shang.
This is
Anyway.
very Shangri-La-esque, especially the
This is very large.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think this is based off. I think it's loosely based off of a map from not from World of War, from Black Ops, the first one. I do vaguely remember a multiplayer map looking like this.
I see.
I'm fairly sure it's in Vietnam because I think it's in one of the
That's what it
flashback
said, yeah,
sequences,
it's in
and it's
Vietnam. But yeah. So I believe what we were talking about last time were furries, and I remember most of the subjects about furries that we touched on. When it came to like how scarily close related they are to certain atrocities that happen to befall.
like the Holocaust.
Yes. Okay, should we talk about the subsects of different furries?
There's
Yes.
subsections.
Yes, there are different.
There's Nazi
there's
furries, dude.
fucking
I knew about the
Nazi
Nazi
furs,
furries. I knew about the Nazi furries because I'd heard about them. I
Can't
saw a
believe I
meme of
survived
them.
dude. Yeah, Nazi furs are interesting. And hypocritical.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if there were furries during the 40s and they tried to join the Nazi regime? How like instantly
Honestly?
they would go to a
Dude,
fucking
they'd get
camp.
they wouldn't get a star. They'd get like a pink paw print or something like
Yeah.
on their sleeve.
Yeah, they wouldn't get the band and the swastika. They'd get like, oh no, they would, but it'd be like two tails. And they're like,
It'd be
They've
four
got
tails,
that. It's
four
it's
tails
just black,
bent.
white, and red, and instead of a swastika, it's a paw.
oh my fucking god, you're kidding.
I
didn't
saw them at
actually
Comic
see-
Con.
No way.
I saw them at Comic Con. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's funny as shit. But yeah, there's the Nazi furs and the
Insert
baby
picture.
furs.
Insert picture.
And
Wait, what furs?
baby furs.
Baby furs?
Insert picture again.
Okay.
You ever heard about adult babies, Dan?
I have heard about the adult babies, yes.
Yeah, imagine that with fursuits.
Dead, dead.
Yeah, but then there's a difference
Okay.
between diaper furs and baby furs.
Is there?
Apparently. I'd have to do some minor research that I don't want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to fact check.
That was fucking sick. I'm not even mad about that, but
Thank
I'm
you.
not even mad about that.
Thank you. Thank you. It felt awesome, dude.
Anyways, continue.
But yeah, apparently they're different. I don't know how they're different, but they like to be called different things because they feel different, I guess. I don't know.
Saved your
I
life
just-
there, Dan.
I just walked into a middle of the fucking war zone there. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm doing here with this podcast episode.
By the way,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
on
this
mouse
is
and
gonna be
keyboard.
this.
Oh, you're on
I'm
mouse
sure
and keyboard
if
again.
I'm sure
Yeah,
all
I'm
those,
doing pretty well.
Yeah, you are.
I'm sure if all those furries that liked the video and subscribed to it for that
Yeah.
one VR chat video, I'm sure
They're all gone now.
they're gonna be gone.
There
They're
goes
gone
my
now.
70 some odd subscribers. I'm down to like 10. Oh, was so close to taking it out. God damn it.
I was aiming down there ready. I could hear the footsteps.
Yeah, I have a 1 second delay for me. So
Oh shit.
so I have to go solely on fucking like
Enemy down.
sight. That is how I have to do this. Ah!
All right, so we have the diaper furs and
Nice. I could have killed you, but I let you live because I felt bad.
Oh yeah, okay.
So we have the diaper furs. We have the
Baby furs.
Nazi
There's Nazi
furs.
furs.
The Nazi
Um,
furs.
Is there anything else we're missing? I'm sure we'll be
I
corrected.
guarantee. I mean, yeah, there's scalies, which are
Yeah.
they're their own thing. I know there's a term for the bird ones. I just don't know what it is.
Avian, probably, because
something
that's
like
the species name.
Avitards. Okay, well,
Hey yo.
We just lost our channel.
I don't fucking care.
Your channel, sorry.
We should just
Well, this
splice
is
together.
gonna be on a separate, different channel. This is gonna be on
What
its
we
own.
need
Oh, is it?
What we need to do is you need to just splice
Alright.
this together and then send it to the D-Fire podcast.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because let's be real, this shit's a fucking dumpster fire. For our first fucking episodes, and we're already fucking going at the furries and shit.
Well, we're not going at them.
Well, I mean, no.
We're not like being
We're not
furries
like,
gay
"Oh, yeah,
and stupid.
furries."
Stop doing it or anything like that. It's just
Fair
you know
enough, fair
we
enough.
are critiquing what
It's
is availably
strange.
known on the
I mean,
internet.
yeah. I personally don't really see the appeal of it. But of course, you know, there are other like I said in the first part, you know, I don't have any
Whatever
issue
floats
with
your
it
boat.
because
Yeah, right.
you know.
As long as it's not illegal or morally wrong.
Illegal,
Exactly,
wrong, or
yes.
you're trying to force it down people's throat to make sure you
Yeah.
know that you're special, because if you do that, you're extra not special. I like how you
See, there's
guys keep
one
finding each other,
subsection-
and I've been running around this entire fucking map and not finding you once.
There is
Not
one
once.
subsection of people we can hate on without any backfire, and that is the
Pedophiles.
vegans.
Oh,
And the pedophiles.
Wait, the what?
the
The
vegans.
what in the pedophiles?
Vegans.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
See, each
It's
time I
like
go
very
to
few
oh my
chill
god,
vegans.
each time I
See-
go to the area, each time I go to the area that you guys used to be, you're on the other side of the fucking.
Yeah.
Anyhow, oh, okay. Where was I? Was talking about something.
Hating vegans.
Oh yeah, fuck the
Yeah.
vegans, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They're so
if it wasn't-
elitist.
if-
Like if
If
they
it
weren't
wasn't-
I
elitist
know.
about it, I don't think
yeah,
it would matter.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
Like,
if they weren't
I've had
so like
vegan
we're better
food,
than everybody
it's
else
meh.
because we're doing this, and people need to do what we're doing so that they're
Mhm.
just as good as us.
You know what? That
know,
that whole
then I'd be
vegan
like,
food
you know-
equals meh thing is a
Yeah.
is gonna lead into a story. But I'm gonna
Okay.
let
Oh.
Dan finish. I just thought I would let you guys know.
You know, I just
Okay.
don't like how they try to like say, oh hey, we believe this, and if you don't believe what we believe, then you're bad, and you're gonna
You know that-
you're shitters for not doing that.
They
Like,
keep
dude,
throwing around this term called the animal holocaust.
Really?
And we're feeding into the animal holocaust by eating meat
yes.
products.
you see, here's something I also
These
want to
animals
point
that
out.
are going to die anyway and probably aren't going to live very long lifespans and are going to be miserable.
Farm and meat
Yeah, and they're
processing
bred for it.
situation, and yeah,
You know,
it's not like
it's
you would
probably
just
a
send them
kinder
out
thing
into
to
the
do than
wild.
kill them.
Yeah, or just sending them out into the wild, because you know for damn sure that if you send them out, oh wow, actually, did I wallbang? Hold on, oh
Yeah,
no, I
you
did
did.
an assist. That was an assist. Okay. But,
Dan wallbang.
Yeah,
They did well
but,
bang by mistake.
it's not really a mistake. Is you just shoot the gun and then ooh. I don't know what I'm saying,
I just,
but yeah,
fucking- Hold
yeah,
on, one more thing about it is you let them loose into the wild, they'll just die.
yeah.
But cows are literally causing global warming because of the methane they emit when they fucking fart.
yeah, don't,
So-
don't. Hasn't it been like haven't there been barns that have exploded because of the methane gas that have
Yes.
built up in cows?
Mm-hmm.
I've never
what I
heard it
thought.
pronounced methane. That's very odd to me. That's a culture shock.
I think
thing
it's
there.
just I think it's like I
Damn.
think that's probably a regional thing.
Yeah,
I'd
but
imagine.
it was just like I've never heard it methane. I've always heard it methane.
Yeah, neither have I. That was actually
It's very. It was a bit of a flashbang.
Damn.
Flashbang.
Well, yeah,
the
we say we say methane and aluminium.
Flashbang the baby.
Woods.
Flashbang
What?
baby.
Soap. Flashbang the baby.
Flashbang the baby fur. Flashbang.
I was not even zoomed. I was even.
Me
I was
and-
scoped
Me
in.
and the boys on our way
Whoa.
to Furry Hub and chill.
Oh my
About
God.
to flashbang all the baby first.
Anyways, but yeah, so about vegan food being meh. So there is
Mhm.
okay, so this is slander technically, but so there is no, it's my opinion, so it's not slander, so fuck you.
Mhm.
Yes.
There is a chain of restaurants around the greater Pennsylvania and East Coast area, upper East Coast area, called Eaton Park. And
Yes.
they're
Very,
a
very
burger
nice.
place. I wouldn't say so. The only thing I like there is their clam chowder. So
I enjoy some of their stuff.
they're burgers. That's their main thing is burgers, you know. However,
Mhm.
their burgers suck. They don't taste good. It's just like gray slab of nutrient paste that's in a shape of a burger. And then
Right.
The
slightly
water flavored
grilled.
ration pack
Yeah,
from
literally.
Half-Life.
And then I was like, one time we were in a birthday party of some sort, right? And
Right.
there was they came around. They're like, "Oh, what would you like?" And then my stepdad joking was like, "Oh yeah, he'll have the Impossible Burger." I'm like, "You know what? Sure, I'll have the Impossible Burger." And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Fine, I'll get one too." So we both got an Impossible Burger.
Okay.
And this thing tasted more like an actual burger than the burgers they sold.
Whoa.
Like, it tasted the right smoky, charred taste to it that
I was
you
about to
expect
say-
from a burger, right?
I was gonna let you finish, but I also want to say I got an Impossible Whopper from Burger King when they first came out, expecting it to taste like shit, and I was actually really surprised at it. It was like 1-to-1 like with like their regular burgers.
Right,
honestly.
like it's
really
pleasantly
neat.
surprising how good they are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just a fucking stupid.
But you've also
expensive
got to
for no
remember
reason.
they're full of like fucking
Oh yeah,
processed
like
shit.
a whole bunch of
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
that
That's
is
the only
awful for
reason
you.
they taste good.
Right.
You know,
I like
I think
how
an actual
how-
meat burger would be better for you than that.
No,
you know.
honestly. But I like how they keep doing this whole like, oh, we're gonna do all this stuff to not have meat and then make all of our stuff try to taste like meat. It's just
Mhm.
it's really funny to me. It's like, oh, this fake chicken doesn't taste enough like chicken. It's like, well,
Speaking of that
Just
sort
eat
of shit,
chicken.
when I was in school,
Yeah.
like primary school, they started to give us this chicken, right? And it was called corn, and it's like vegetarian chicken, and it tasted so fucking vinegary. It was awful. It was like vinegar. You know when you put bread in the microwave? Have you ever done that?
no.
With any like over here? Okay. Context.
Oh, you
There's
mean
these
like
microwavable.
for microwavable burgers and shit?
Yeah. Yeah, for that sort of stuff. You know that texture that the bread goes?
Oh yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah. That's corn.
Oh.
But it's got this. It's
Oh!
like that mixed with the dark
I know
bark
exactly
that you
what
see
you're
at
talking
like
about.
playgrounds.
I know exactly
You
what you're
know?
talking about because we had
Yeah.
something similar at my school. But that was started because of the my parents always said it was because of Michelle Obama. But it probably was cuz I remember she was doing all this bullshit about the school lunches to make them healthier and then made them fucking poison.
Basically, yeah.
And they tasted awful. And but that's besides the point. We don't want to get political on this because if we do, then it won't be as fun to listen to.
No.
Internet people aren't allowed to have political opinions
That's
anymore.
true. Because
Yeah. Not they really had political opinions in
Hello.
the first place.
I'm not shooting at you. Why are you shooting at me? There's a little peaceful bridge. Come and look here. It's really nice.
okay,
Very
It
nice.
is. That was very nice. You're right.
Games are cool, man.
I like the water, like the texture on the water and shit.
I'm just hitting these rocks here.
Yeah, that's a decent amount of detail that I did not expect.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey Dan,
Dan,
get
come
over
take
here.
a look.
Right. But
Oh shit, look up there. When it catches the light, it goes blue.
Oh, yo.
I don't know whether this is just because I'm high or what, but it's
No, it
fucking
does that.
beautiful
It
to
actually
me.
does do that. I mean, if the
Yeah.
graphics quality was a bit better on Xbox,
You want me to
I know
screenshot it, you
why.
guys?
Nah, it's fine. But I know why it's not, because otherwise this fucking console will explode. It already runs at like 30 frames at max anyhow. So
You can see each
I
piece
could-
of mud, dude. Each little tiny bit of foliage. Oh my god, I've never looked at the game in this detail before. What the fuck?
somebody's using the power of his high-powered fucking gaming laptop for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, hold up. Look, there's like a little trail.
Oh shit. These Dan? Or us?
Look, there's like a foot trail.
Oh.
Like when you walk through the water, there's like a little thing that gets left behind.
Oh shit.
Anyways, we should probably like actually talk about stuff, because now we're just
Yeah.
focusing on the game, which is what we said we wouldn't do.
Yeah.
By the way, shit. Come here.
Back to shitty school
We haloed
food.
it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shitty
Oh
school
yes.
food.
Or not shitty school food.
That
It
was,
was
that
how
was
how
a fucking retard fight
how
there.
Eden Park burgers were. That was.
Yeah.
That was literally just a brain dead retard fight. We were talking about how Impossible burgers taste more like food than like the actual processed shit. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot of cases where that is the case. You know, and it's sad.
It is.
Ooh, nice shot, dude. Did you no scope?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't
I
look
quick
like you
scoped.
did. I didn't see the
Yeah.
see you like aim. But
Still thanks.
but yeah, so fucking poop on the moon. Right? But no.
Ah.
Right.
Well, let's talk about how I should have took out Dan there and I didn't.
Damn, that was nice.
Ooh, yeah. But yeah, so fucking. Ooh! That was a direct hit. There's nothing left. But yeah, so. So.
I like how it went
Let's-
from
let's-
veganism to furries, or
No,
from
no,
furries to veganism.
Yeah. So it's the natural way. I mean, if you're a bovine furry.
If you want to
person-
be an animal, we can hunt you like animals.
Okay,
God
well,
damn.
that's not where I was going with that. Alright. Come here!
Oh, go away!
I lived! But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's weird how
Yeah.
things can kind of correlate, you know? Oh, I led too far. But yeah, like, conversations are weird, you know?
Yeah,
Because, like, you'll start with something...
our conversations are
No,
weird.
any conversation. I've taken so many conversations with people, and if they let it go, it goes into the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd just be playing
It's like,
Minecraft with
how
my
did
boys,
we
you
get
know, then
here?
all of a sudden, yeah, man.
But fucking. Anyhow, let's talk about. Let's do some story time. I think
How
we should
about
do
how about some story
time.
time?
I will have someone else start because I don't have any stories right now that can come.
Fair
to mind.
enough.
You know what? Let's have stories
I've
about
got
what
a
we were
story,
originally
actually.
talking about. How about that?
Oh, Well, I had a story about today, but you know,
Oh, yeah,
that's
do
fine
that-
too.
do
That
that
works. All right, so I was at. I had like this really shitty day at work, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was already like planning on going to the range today.
Mhm.
But I was like, I want to make sure I do because I've been saying I want to go to the range and I haven't been going to the range, and I want to take my Super B out.
Right.
So I go and I take it and I keep it on me, and I go to the range after work.
Mhm.
And there's this old dude there, right, running the store.
Damn.
Or he's not running the store, but he's running the range part of the
Yeah, I get you.
place. Like it's a gun store and a range.
Right.
So he's running the range, and I go up, and this is my second time being at a range ever.
Right.
So I'm there, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take some 9x19. So he hands me some 9mm. I go in there, I start shooting. Turns out my Super B does not like the copper rounds.
Mhm.
That or not the rounds, the shells.
Right.
So it's like constantly jamming and shit, and so
Yeah.
you know he comes in and he helps some guy that was having issues with his 1911. I guess like the spring like shot out whenever he fired it,
Oh,
so
shit.
he went and he got it. Yeah.
Oh,
So
fuck.
he went and he grabbed it, and he was like, "Oh hey man, you can go back to shooting." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm out of ammo." And he's like, "Oh, you want to get some more?" And I'm like, "Yeah. Do you have any different stuff? Because my star doesn't really like this this ammo." And he's
Right.
like, yeah, I mean, I could see if we have some in the back. And he's like, wait a minute. And like, I could see like he was thinking about what I said. And he looks over at my, he looks over at my gun. And he's like, is that a Modelo B? And I'm like, yes, it's a Star Super B. And I like take out the mag and I show him the.
Wait, do you mind restarting real quick? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Not the
What do you mean
not the story
restarting?
again.
Oh, the game. Okay. And I show him the little like Super B insignia on the bottom of the grip. He's like, "Oh my god, I love you. Here, come with me." And so he goes, he walks me back over to the counter, and then he's like, "All right, so this is like special ammo that I have for like myself, but I'll let you use some of it." So
Wow.
Oh,
or he's
damn.
like, "Yeah, you know, you can just take the whole thing," and he gives me like this thing like 50 rounds
Holy shit.
and
Damn.
of 9mm Luger. And I'm like, it's cycling through much better at this time around. It was great, and I ended up talking with this guy. He was really cool, really nice dude.
That's
Fucking
awesome, man.
Yeah, so he's like, you know what, you made my day. You made my day, Dan. It was nice meeting you. And I'm like, hey, it's great meeting you too. I'm glad I was able to make your day, dude. I left there. I got on my bike.
Ready
I
when
started
you are.
heading home with a big old smile on my face.
Mhm.
It felt good, man. I made a friend at the range, and he's a friend that actually kind of like works there. So that's
There you
what's
go.
really cool.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome, man. That's a wholesome
It is,
story.
yeah. I'm starting to
Nice.
think. I'm starting to think I need to get a new mag for my Super B though, because it's definitely having feeding issues.
Mm.
But other than that, you know, oh my god, it is so nice to shoot. I'm so glad I got it.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, so
dude.
that was my story about what happened today.
Nice.
Sweet.
So it's a good story.
It was a very nice story. I started out having a shitty day at work because we got like swamped. Because I work at a fast food joint. So I got fucking swamped at like 12 o'clock, and there was just two guys there basically,
Mhm.
and we're getting like these massive fucking orders. Somebody finally comes in around like 1, so then we got like now the one guy that was working up front, he's able to come back and help me occasionally whenever they're not doing shit.
Right.
So it was just a stressful, fucking awful day. And then just going out and going to the range and meeting this old dude, and just making a friend with this old guy, because he probably hasn't seen a fucking model Super B in fucking years, you
Oh.
know.
Right.
It
Why not?
was just great, you know.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
It was a good day.
Tell them about what you did.
What I did?
Yeah.
Not strangle your dog.
Yeah.
That's
No, don't
I
tell him
didn't-
about the animal abuse.
No, he didn't. I mean, he didn't strangle his
I didn't.
dog.
Yeah, I know, that's the joke.
Last thing I need, man, is to have fucking like
To have both
CPS
furries
of
and
dogs.
PETA on them. Dude,
Fuck.
furries and PETA, that'd be awful.
Yeah.
Anyways,
PETA. So yeah, that's what the Nazi furs are all about. They're just PETA. Anyhow,
that would actually make sense. That makes me mad that would actually make sense.
but yeah, so I come home, or no, I don't even come home. I was out whenever we cut the,
I get it.
fuck!
Right.
This is not a good map for me. I get
I
back
was looking in front of me and didn't
from-
even see you coming from behind. Holy shit.
I get back from gaming outside in the garage for role playing.
Alright.
And you're kidding me. No, leave me alone. No, leave me alone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Never
Now
said I
I
wasn't
see how
gonna
it
shoot
is.
you.
Okay.
But I said leave me alone, not I leave you alone. But so
GG.
yeah, I come back in and I look on the floor because the dog was alone for I guess too long. And he apparently got a hold of my headphones. And well, he definitely messed up those headphones. He chopped the wire off. He ate it. Well, like chewed off the wire thing. And then I didn't know that was a 3-round burst throw, so that would have went a lot longer. I had a 3 kill streak there, dude. I was going. Anyways, so yeah, I come back in and I see the headphones on the ground. I'm like, okay, maybe he unplugged them. And then I look on the in the PC, and lo and behold, it's still the wire's still plugged in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not very happy by this point.
Right.
And I yell at the dog.
Understandably so.
Because, well, he not only chewed off the wire so it was unusable, but then also decided to take off both earmuffs and basically chew the headband in half. So, like, it wasn't
so it's
even
not just
like...
it doesn't like the wire was broken, like he mutilated it.
No, he mutilated
Alright, I didn't
it.
know, I didn't realize how bad it was.
Yeah, no, it was
Um,
bad. It was bad. But,
Right.
Fuck.
thought I saw something up there.
It
So
was
yeah.
Rambo taking a shit.
It's Poopy Time Rambo.
Poopy time,
Yeah.
Rambo. Not every time's a poopy time, but every
Whatever
Put
poopy's a
every
time.
poopy is a time.
But yeah, so I previously gave my old pair of headphones to my little sister for her school stuff because she was having problems with her microphone on her headset.
Right.
So I let her have these, and I was like, you can have them until I need them back. And, oh, I almost had more than a 3 kill streak again. So yeah, I took them back, and now I'm using these, and then I come home from work,
Mm-hmm.
and he done chewed on the wire on this, too. So,
starting to
I mean,
see a
it still
theme,
works. So there's
think
that.
Are you
best
sure it
thing
was
to do
him?
in this
Yes.
Are you
situation-
sure it wasn't the unwiries?
Oh, fuck, I didn't think of the unwires. I didn't think they were still in my house.
They keep coming back, man. Let's face
Shit,
it. You've
you're
got a problem.
I do have a
I
leprechaun.
think we all got a problem, especially whenever you
You
set
got a
them down from
leprechaun
the UK
problem.
to him.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good thing they're not around though. That'd be awful if
Yeah, that
one of them
would.
showed up.
Yeah.
Just
It'd be
hope.
really awful.
Let's just hope it stays that way
Yeah.
for a bit.
Be
I mean, they're
awful
cool
if they,
people, but it's still like, you know, I
Yeah.
think now they have an excuse, you know? Because, like,
that's for
the
sure.
dog's there, you know? So they could be like, oh, I can have him blame it on the dog instead of me. Yeah, and then have the
Nice.
Chad music go off.
Keep behind the dog.
Oh, yeah, yeah, ooh, I did it, ooh. So yeah, I came home and was a little aggravated because not only that, but he chewed up one of my USB Type-C cords again.
Mhm.
To the point where it was literally hanging on by the
Oh.
thing that was holding the wires.
Right.
So yeah.
Fuck! I'm just gonna turn my keybinds off.
Might be a
So,
good
yeah.
idea.
Fuck.
Holy shit. Okay.
I'm not doing good with this M60.
Oh shit, you're on the M60?
Yeah.
You just need to turn them off.
That's the sound the wire made whenever my dog ate it.
Probably, yeah. I think the best thing to do in this situation is just whenever you leave the room for like a
Yeah.
period of time, you might as well just kind of put the dog in a cage.
Oh shit! It's infection! Oh god! Oh god! Gun game infection!
That actually be pretty. Oh, it's basically just what's it called?
Oh.
Fucking
My noggin!
from Black Ops 2, the mode where one guy's a zombie, the
Oh
other guy's a
yeah!
demon.
I think it was.
Dude, that game.
What was it?
that
I
game
think that
is
was
so
called
much fun.
Infection. Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called. All I know is that it took place on Diner.
Yeah.
It was really, really fun game mode, and I enjoyed it. You could
Oh.
definitely get a couple of friends together. I remember I was playing with a couple of buddies once,
Yeah.
and I was able to juke two of them out. Like, they were trying to, like, scissor me in.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I went and I did that, and I, like, dolphin dived, and they both ran into each other and scared the shit out of each other, because it's just two zombies running at each other.
Right.
It's fucking great. Good times on that.
Fuck!
Fuck!
Don't worry, I avenged you.
Thank you.
Immediately.
Yeah, but anyhow, ah, god damn it! I'm used to playing zombies and having Deadshot. Cause like I was slightly off and I was like, oh, it'll just auto aim onto his head. It's fine. But yeah, so. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
I don't even use Deadshot for that. I just use it so it doesn't have scope sway, because I fucking hate scope sway.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Hmm.
That's a cool time to get connection interruption.
Aw, I'm sorry, man.
No, you good. Whatever.
But yeah, so, do you have any funny stories you'd like to share as the cryptid of wherever you live?
Oh, right. I forgot we were going to talk about that.
We're gonna
Yeah,
explain
oh
that
yeah, you never
story.
did talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Fucking snapped to
So-
my head.
Picture the scene. Small town, less than 1,000 people live in there. Very small, tight-knit community. Very quaint. Very, very villagey, you know. And, my father buys a new teapot because he's a bit of a puff. And, I decided to christen the teapot and make about 5 cups of tea in it. Because that's how you do it. You christen the teapot, 5 cups of tea. Funny things happen. Oh,
Yes! Yes!
bastards.
That scared the shit out of me.
I want to see
Anyways,
what that's going to be.
Continue the story about how
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
the
yeah,
cryptid of
That might
The
be in this
northwest of England.
yeah.
I think my game just
So,
crashed.
oh god.
Oh no, we're good. Continue.
So I do the funny, I make the cups of tea, I start drinking, and I don't want to waste it, because it's good tea, you know. And, I've just decided, fuck it, I'm going out for a walk. So I'm walking around town, taking drinks out of this spout of this teapot. Holy shit.
Yeah, like I said, I was on a 3-kill streak, dude. I was going.
You were going and
I
no
was
sign of
going,
stopping.
and I was just talking. I was fueled by rage of lack of wire and good headphones.
He was talking. I think that's whenever you talk about the story too.
It
so that's
was,
perfect.
yeah.
But,
Anyways, we
yeah.
keep cutting you up. We
Christen
keep
the
cutting you up.
teapot.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
You
Picture the scene, walking around a very small town, less than 1,000 people, villagey, quaint. New teapot. Christened it, decided, fuck it, I'm gonna go for a walk. So I'm walking around the town, the high street of the town, which if you live in England, you know what a high street is, and if you live in America or somewhere else you don't, then fuck off, ha ha ha.
Fair enough.
It's a very tight street. Usually they can be large, but in my small town it was very tight, and there's a lot of shops and restaurants and places like Goodwill, you know.
That's known as a
And,
main street over here.
Yeah. But cool place. And it was about 12 at night. 12 to 1 in the morning. And I'm gaming. Like, I'm just walking and drinking this out the spout of this teapot.
I feel like it'd be
And
best if
outside
we
one of
used, I was about to say it'd be best if we did Outbreak because it's just
That's what
super
I did.
fucking chill.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm walking around, and outside the pub I see some guy, and he's just drinking.
Fuck my internet.
Did he disappear?
Oh, I think he disappeared. I was about to say.
Oh no, I think he disappeared.
Hello.
Oh, he's
There he
back.
is.
Okay.
I was about to say, like, I just heard like the Discord leave, and I just thought my internet shat out. I was about to be pissed.
Yeah, I have streamer mode on, so I just heard him go quiet, and I was worried. Uh-oh, he
But,
got fucking sniped.
But yeah, funny man sat outside the pub, bar, whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
with a bottle of beer and a cigarette in his hands. And I'm feeling quite queasy because I've already had about 5 kettles of tea at this fucking point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm feeling like I'm about to vomit. So as I'm stumbling because of the pain, this guy clocks me, and I'm just stumbling down the high street with a bottle of, a tea mug. Not mug, a fucking tea kettle. Kettle, yes. And stumbling through the streets, like, bent over slightly, clutching my abdomen. And he's watching me, and I could see him being confused, and then I start to laugh. Because I see he's getting, like, scared.
Right.
And, I start to laugh, and eventually I laughed so hard I started vomiting as I'm laughing. And it was one of the most awful sounds you can imagine. And it looked
We've
really
heard it
funny.
before. We've heard it before because we had him recreate it, and it was well, no, he recreated it and was like, I'm gonna make it
Yeah,
sound
didn't
good.
you end up just
And,
vomiting in like your neighbor's pool doing this?
funny.
Yeah, something like that.
Welcome back. Let's go get him. Let's go get him.
Hold on. I need to
Right. I'll let
It's
you.
a good thing this is the pilot episode and not like.
But
Hey, the shit on my end isn't too loud, is it?
turn it down a little bit.
Gotcha.
I don't know why Discord's
Right,
just gone really
anyway.
fucking quiet all of a sudden. That's not fun. Hold
I
on.
don't know.
Let me try and fix it. But, yeah, I'm laughing as I'm vomiting, and the guy's getting scared,
Right.
which makes me laugh even more.
Right.
At this point, I'm virtually howling as I'm vomiting tea and laughing maniacally the entire time. He's freaking the fuck out, understandably so. And, I start to stumble across the road towards him. More vomit, more laughing. Because if I notice that something's scaring someone, what do you think I'm gonna? Do you think I'm a nice person? You're far from that. I'm far from that.
We're far from wrong. You're far from nice.
Yes. And no. I just start to stumble towards him, projectile vomiting, laughing the entire time. He's freaking the fuck out. I eventually get right up next to him, and I put one hand against the wall. I start chuckling. It sounds like the Joker, right? And then I just vomit all over the wall, and it's dripping down the fucking wall. And I turn towards him. I just turn my head, my hand's still on the wall, and he's in the corner right now. Backed up against the corner of the building and another building that juts out even like a slight bit more, and he's like falling down like the side of it, so he's like getting down to his like knees, so he's sat on his ass. And the whole fucking time he's like shaking, and I can hear him being scared and breathing harder. And I slowly turn my head towards him,
Confirm and kill.
and he's like, "Please, take it. Just take whatever you want. Just leave me alone." He was actually terrified of me, and
Understandably so.
he throws his wallet at me, and I vomit on his wallet and walk off. And I stumble throughout the town a little bit more, and do this to a few more people. I'm a menace to society. And I do this to a few more innocent bystanders, and word starts to spread. I was in school at the time,
Right.
and people keep talking about this crackhead with a jug of tea, and no one else knew but me, and I kept that to myself throughout the entirety of high school. And I think you gentlemen are the only people who know it's me that did that.
Right.
But
No,
I have been on a
But
few.
I mean, obviously, we don't know. We haven't said your name, so nobody
Yeah.
else really knows you.
And we're not going to say my name.
Of course
That's
not.
right.
This
I-
was only
Because my
As a
name is
bit-
Spike.
As a bit, I really wanted to say it.
That would be really funny. You should do it. That's a stupid bit. Remove that from the video. Or at least, like,
Funny after
beep it.
all.
Beep it.
Yeah.
Just fucking beep it.
We'll replace it with penis.
Yes! Let's all say penis in sync. And then we'll just replace it with that. 3, 2, 1. Penis.
Penis.
Close
There you
enough.
go.
Are you scared of me?
That'll work.
That's what we'll use. We'll use that.
Yeah.
All right. So
But I've been on a few sickenings since then.
It's like
And,
a christening, but not.
It's not christening anymore.
It's when
It's
you
the
get up,
reckoning.
come on, get down with the sickness.
I want to see. I want to know, and I want to kind of find out what the Americans would do with the team, man.
you would
I
have
don't know.
you would have well, depending on where you are. The outcome would be the same. It would just be a different faction of American chasing after you at
Yeah.
this point.
Faction.
So what would you'd either have the Hicks that are going out in their Ford F-250s looking around for the T-man is vomiting tea up on their sisters, or you're gonna see like some gangbangers that are gonna be like, "Oh, yo, cuz, we gotta go get this tea, motherfucker." And then you got them driving around their fucking bitch ass Ford Explorer trying to find you. Fucking trying to do a drive by on the fucking T-man. So you just got multiple different factions of Americans trying to get you, basically.
I feel it. Sounds quite funny, actually. I might do it.
There is one more topic when it comes to furries that I think we should touch on.
All right.
Okay.
I feel like we should talk about like really every cringy kind of, or not cringy,
yeah,
but
no,
like,
like,
everything that
internet thing.
has like one of those things. Because really, let's
So,
be real
Furries
here.
are
Let-
got
let-
cringe
let-
in them, though.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Furries
be
are
real
got,
here.
Furries have got cringe in them.
I am about, yeah. They're not cringe themselves, but you know they have a bunch of cringe in them. Because
Mhm.
let's be real here, even as gamers, like we've got our
Oh,
shit.
dude.
I mean, we got
We got
the furries
Christian.
might be bad. The
So,
furries might be bad, but we
hold
got
on.
Christian and EDP 445. So
Yeah.
like,
Speaking of gamers and furries, that was the
Yes.
topic I thought we would hit upon.
oh,
Okay.
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna
The
talk about our
GFW.
the
Oh,
GFW.
God. I don't want to have flashbacks tonight, but sure.
So we're gonna have each person who has taken place as a soldier during the GFW. For those who don't
Right.
know, it's the Gamer Furry War. Would one
There
of
were
you
two
like
of
to
them.
explain how the first one came about?
All right. So
Dan?
basically, from what I remember from the first Gamer Furry War, what happened was, there is a bunch of, you know what? Actually, I think it'd probably be best if we all did the funny in the tank. Who's in the tank?
Yeah.
Oh,
Me, I'm just rolling the fag.
It won't let me climb
Hey,
up on the
turn
tank.
off the music.
How do I
I'm
do
sorry.
that?
I don't
Uh,
know. There you
Is
go.
it
Figured
off?
out. Yeah, you figured it
Yeah,
out.
it's off. Yeah, so basically, people thought that there was a bunch of furry cringe going around on TikTok, which there was. Don't get me wrong, there was
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Like, wasn't one of
And
them that
so-
kind of started it the gamers come out to play a thing?
No, that was during the Gamer Furry
No,
War.
that was
They started
during
doing
it.
that.
Okay,
Yeah, that came out with them.
That was
Okay.
anti-gamer
So-
propaganda, you
I
saw.
see.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically the furries were doing cringe shit on TikTok. And so we were basically going after them. We were going to also go after the cringy cosplayers.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to be our next target after we had beaten the war. Or after we had won the war. And then there was another group that we were going to be going after because they were doing cringe shit as well. I think like the unfunny comedians or whatever. They were like just doing really stupid, shitty jokes.
Right. The bad bit brigade.
Yeah, the bad bits. It's like the Bad Batch, but if they were really unfunny TikTokers. So we were like, you know what? We're the gamers. You know, we're the oppressed race. We're gonna teach these guys what's what. And so that's what we did, and then we got into a war.
I see.
Yeah.
Anything I might be missing, Spike?
Destination marked.
Sounds good to me, at least how it started.
Yeah.
It was a very difficult and long conflict.
Longer than you would have thought, at least.
Yeah. Like, long to the point there's still people out there, like, small groups fighting. Like, insurgent militias, just skirmishes out there. It's kind of scary.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Clean.
But, I'm personally thinking about joining back in. I don't know about you boys.
Perhaps.
My first tour. I don't know, man.
Get involved in some of these skirmishes, because they're, apparently the gamers are trying to liberate Ukraine, too.
Hey, yo.
Yep, pretty based.
So, we should probably talk about the different groups and factions, I suppose, during the GFW. And the different
You got-
brigades and such.
Yeah. You got the gamers, the three main ones, the gamers, the furries, and the Soviets.
The
Now,
weebs eventually did come
the
into the
weebs,
fight
yeah.
later on, too.
On whose
The
side
weebs
were
were-
they on?
the weebs were
We
kinda
had to make a
cool.
truce with the weebs. I remember that.
were they a kind of private kind of what's the word I'm trying to find here?
They
Mercenary
were kind of
Private
into the
military?
cringy cosplayers. No, not really. They're their own thing, and we were actually going to be going after a different version of the weebs, the cringy cosplayer weebs.
Okay.
So then we ended up asking for help from the weebs, and yeah.
Yeah, it was weird because it had politics in it, and it's TikTok. It's a stupid fucking TikTok meme, and there was these fucking references to the Star Wars prequels. I remember going around. It's like about the negotiations and stuff being quicker.
Right.
I see.
There's a lot of those memes around that time, which was fine. I found that funny. But yeah, there was politics involved, and it was really kind of cool to see everyone come together in this way.
So
And
I
kinda-
remember one thing that was pretty true with the first GFW was it was pretty decently what's the word? Non-malicious to a point.
Yes.
Yes. There were people that were taking it too far, and then some people
Yeah,
did
soft
end up
guys.
leaving because of it.
So, like, we used Nerf guns because it was funny.
Right.
The airsoft guys, they took it way too seriously.
Right.
Would you argue
As with
that they were
everything.
even gamers then?
Probably
I
not.
don't
They're
fucking know.
They were.
They just probably want an excuse to
some of
show
them-
their $300
some of them-
shitty plastic guns.
I feel like some of them were gamers and were just kind of like whatever, and then I feel like other ones would just get people that hated furries and just wanted to hate on them. Honestly,
Yeah.
that wouldn't have surprised me.
Though I do know that later on, when it came to the second one, there was a lot more bad actors, as I'll call them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Many
there's a
more
lot more bad
actors in that one.
eggs. A lot more.
Yeah, that's the
there was a
one
lot
that
of
kind
hate.
of that's the one that kind of ended up making the gamer furry war not really talked about anymore
Mhm.
because of how, not good people got about it. Even though
It's
it was
like-
kind of like started, it was mutually started as well. Like even the furries were talking about starting up a second one, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So-
everybody had a fun time. There were some people that took it a little bit too seriously, and there were some furries that took it a little
The
bit too
first one was
seriously and
kind
thought
of
that they were.
cult.
Yeah.
But after the first one, a lot of people knew about it, and a lot of bad eggs got in because
Oh,
of
yes.
that fact. A lot of the trolls got in, and were just... I remember there was a guy dressed as Hitler, which... It was funny, I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't change the fact that it's fucked.
Right.
He's fucking going on about massacring people who dress up in costumes. Like, damn, does it affect your masculinity that bad? But yeah, it's because of the first one. A lot more people knew about it and joined in the second one, and it was a lot more violent. The second one, at least, there was a lot more graphic descriptions of things.
Yeah, I guess that's
Um,
another thing we could get into a little bit was the main differences between the two conflicts.
Mm.
Like, what
Well-
was one major difference between the two conflicts that you can think?
In the first war, it was just a bunch of people fucking around and having a good time,
Right.
and you could tell there was that hate, but it wasn't real. It was just for the bit,
Right.
and you could tell that it wasn't real, and it was just for the funny. But in the second one, it felt genuine, which was kind of why it was toxic.
Yeah, I remember seeing one. I remember seeing one from the second one where it was like this guy in like a ski mask. He was super fucking edgy.
Mhm.
Just like like this like Jason Voorhees ass looking ski mask on, and he had like a cigarette hanging out of one of the holes in it. Or not ski mask, hockey mask. He had, like a
Which
cigarette holding, like having like a cigarette sticking out of one of the holes in it. He was obviously not old enough to smoke.
Mhm.
And he was just saying like this edgy shit, like, oh yeah, we gotta kill the furries, and maybe we should like leave some and make a couple of them suffer, but yeah, just go out and kill the furries. It's just like, dude, that's not. I mean, that's not funny. That wasn't. It's not funny. It's not cool. It was just like being a shitter, and that's the reason why a couple people left during the first one because they thought that people were taking it too seriously and being assholes.
Mhm.
You know.
Like, yeah, there's all that element of I guess in the bit we fucking hate them, we can't stand them, but like don't
Yeah, in
bring
real life,
actual
like
don't
I've said, I
disguise
don't give a
hatred
shit.
as a bit,
Right.
Yeah.
because then it's just ruining it for everyone else and making us all look like you.
Yeah, exactly.
So sure, you can have your opinion, but don't fucking disguise hatred as a bit,
Right.
It's just kind of not even, it's not funny, and no one else wants to hear it.
Yeah.
We're all here trying to have a good time and trying to make this last as long as it can, because, I mean, how many of these other resurgences of these fucking groups are going to happen?
Right.
How many of these groups are going to come together for this big event, and
We really did
how
have
often
to
would
make
that happen?
we really did have to make it last too, because I remember
Yeah.
TikTok was getting pissed off at it too, because they thought it was a form of bullying.
Mm-hmm.
Because some furries were in fact, not happy about it, and they were thinking that we were being serious about it, and then they were trying to get the TikToks flagged by certain people, which is why a bunch of them are like gone.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's not
But-
just the gamers, like the bad eggs in the gamer community, it's the bad eggs in the furry community as well
Right.
that took it fucking seriously. I mean, a bunch of fucking teenage boys with Nerf guns.
Most of them weren't even teenage boys. Some of them
Yeah.
were still like in the elves. Fucking
Yeah.
like 12-year-old, 13-year-olds.
Fucking just grow up, you know. It's obvious who the bad eggs are. See that. I mean, even we saw it and tried to moderate it when we could.
Right.
You know, if there was
So-
one of them in a platoon that we were in, we'd oust them pretty much. We'd just be like, "Yeah, not cool, man," or we'd say, "Look, change your ways, dude."
Right. So if
Yeah, I remember
a
there was
third
one guy like that in my division, and I just told him to fuck off.
Oh yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was a third one that was to happen, right? Do you think it would be a better idea for those who were actually signing up to be part of a private thing for it? Do you think that would be a better idea, or do you think,
How do you mean?
like, let's say, instead of like having it all on like TikTok or whatever, you could have like actual skirmishes, you know? Because you could have the actual stuff happen and then have like the like side video content on the side, but instead of having it on like TikTok or something, you could have it like on YouTube, where you could have longer form
Yeah, I mean,
videos
the YouTube
describing
shorts are
things,
there.
and oh yeah, YouTube shorts are a thing, and it's a lot
Mhm.
less moderated as compared to why'd you leave the party?
Connection interrupted.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll restart the thing, it's fine.
No, that's okay.
But
Yes, we'll finish
Yeah,
this one
like,
mission,
if-
then we'll exfil and go back in.
Yeah. But if, let's say, like, because there are a lot of groups that do that on like either VR Chat or Armor 3 or like stuff like that,
Mhm.
you know. So if something like that was to happen, where you would have your actual things happen, you know, where like there's,
Yeah.
you know, and then it could be moderated so that if those bad actors are a thing and they're obviously a problem, they could be easily dispatched of and not part of the actual thing. You
Mm.
know, and keep it as a fun thing, as a goof around kind of
Yeah.
goofy goober situation, you know.
So
like, that's how-
privatize it. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that in theory, yeah, but in practice, it just wouldn't work the same. It wouldn't have the same,
Impact.
you know, impact as it did before. I mean,
Right.
part of why it was funny is because people were getting so fucking mad.
Right.
You know.
I don't know. I honestly, I just thought it was fun to just kind of pretend to be in this war
Yeah.
with fucking stupid ass Nerf guns. Like that's what I thought was funny.
That's
I didn't
yeah,
find
that's
it.
the comedy of it. But like, there was these people who were taking it seriously, and I found that funny.
I don't know.
I guess.
I liked it more whenever it was just, you know.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I get it. But I guess privatizing it just wouldn't feel the same. You know, it wouldn't be as open, and it'd be more
Right.
controlled. And I
'Cause
feel like
that's
it'd be a
that's
bunch
another
of
thing that I
small.
liked about it was that just like everybody was,
Yeah.
anybody could have like really joined in, and it was like nobody was
Yeah.
like kind of like left out except for if you just didn't have TikTok or whatever. Which
feel
also
like-
funny thing, I haven't
Sorry.
touched TikTok since then because
Second. Fucking, I feel like if it was privatized though, it wouldn't be one big private server, it'd be multiple different private servers. And it
Right.
wouldn't be as large, and it wouldn't be as connected, and we wouldn't have, you know, larger scale battles, it'd just be a bunch of small ones, and there'd be too many different servers to keep track of,
Right.
you know? But-
That's fair. Yeah.
In theory, yeah, in practice, probably not.
I see. So, you were talking about how the second one was a bit more graphic. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I wasn't a part of the second one. After Retard Hill, I was out.
Yeah. Retard Hill
Understandably
changed a
so.
lot of people. You're not alone in that.
I mean, our platoon's called Survivor Squad after what happened.
Mm-hmm. Skin of your teeth squad, more like. Yeah, second one, like I said, a lot of bad eggs and a lot of graphic things were said. A lot of graphic things were done on both sides.
Mm.
It wasn't pleasant because it had come from such innocent, funny, haha grounds to virtual fucking
Hatred.
fascists.
Mm.
Yeah. Literal fascists creating their own political parties and having armies of other small fascists that
Right.
fucking indoctrinating 11-year-olds to believe in their ideologies and shit. Like,
Right.
no, I really don't fucking vibe with manipulating kids to believe in your politics. That's kind of fucked. There's
Yeah, no, that's fair.
very little things that piss me off more than that. You know? Fucking... There was a lot of that going on. There was a lot of pure hatred, like we spoke about. But also, sorry, there was a lot of graphic battle descriptions, you know. I remember there was quite a lot of clips floating around, and they were just gore.
Oh.
They were just straight up gore. It was like captioned with, "Oh, me to the furries,"
I see.
and there's someone getting like their head kicked in. You know, and admittedly, a lot of it was on our side, but there was some on the furry side too.
Right.
And that's from what I saw.
Mm.
Of other people have had other experiences, obviously, because all TikTok feeds are different.
Right.
But thankfully those videos were taken down quite quick, so that's good.
That's good.
Yeah. But graphic, yeah.
Yeah, no, I can. I have a feeling, right? I have a theory. I'll say a game theory. That the start of like furry and weeb hate kind of started on, I don't know if you guys are familiar with older internet, but the Something Awful forums.
I do know about the Something Awful forums, yes.
Cause when the Something Awful forums started, right? There's a whole thing that I watched a lot of, but I know that I had very small stuff when it came to the Something Awful forums. I was in like the 2010 era, which was when it was dying and basically irrelevant and no one talked about it. But during its heyday, the guy who really did most of the stuff for it, like the guy who made the forum, he had this thing where if there was a furry or a weeb, they would get instantly banned, like off of the forums, just like that. So I have a feeling that since that was the old internet and that was a lot of people's introduction to things like that, and Something Awful was pretty big. You know, there was the goons, and you know that's where the term goon squad came, was from the Something Awful forums, because everyone who used Something Awful was known as a goon. Now I wouldn't consider myself a goon because, like I said, I did it like in like the 2010 and whenever it was basically dead. But I know a lot of people do, and they're probably gonna say I'm wrong with a lot of things. But yeah, I wonder if that's where a lot of that started. You know, was like on the Something Awful forums, on like Kiwi farms and shit like that. And just like old internet forums like that, you know.
Yeah.
Because like it wouldn't surprise me, you know, because that's how a lot of people were introduced to the internet and how they feel when it comes to a lot of internet groups, you know.
Yeah. I completely agree with that.
But yeah, I I don't know. I just think that's where a lot of that started. You know, was on
I wouldn't doubt it.
old internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if the Something Awful forums weren't a thing, if the sanitization of the internet would have happened a lot sooner. You know?
Hmm.
I don't know. It's just an interesting shower thought, I suppose.
Yeah. I guess we're never gonna know,
Oh yeah, no.
but it's interesting to think
It
about.
is, yeah.
I'll agree there.
If anyone is part of the goons from way back, then
Let us know.
let us know how you feel about these different groups and join the server. Join the Discord server, shoot me a DM or something. Because that is a
Yeah.
statistic I'd be really interested in. You know?
You will be nothing but a number on a graph.
It's true. If you want to be anonymous, you can be anonymous. If not, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
that's up to you. But it's just something. One second, please. The dog has found something.
Oh god.
What did you find?
Will this be it? Is he gonna throw the dog out the window?
Find out in the next episode of What the
Shots and Giggles.
Yes.
Alright, I'm back.
I know.
Why aren't you back in the game?
Oh, it's fighting up hell has
Help! It's a dog round. I still have the 1911.
Bro, calm down, dude. You're playing Black Ops 3. All you gotta do is knife him, man.
Okay.
Dude, it's Cold War. They'll
It's Cold War
literally kill
zombies,
themselves.
They literally kill themselves.
Okay.
Just walk slightly faster than they do, and you'll be fine.
You
Walk
got
in a
it,
straight
boss.
line, you'll
Yeah,
be
just walk in
fine.
a straight line, you'll be okay. And even then, it won't hurt a whole lot.
Yeah.
That's literally all you need to do is just walk in a straight line. And you don't even need stamina.
No.
That's all you do. Just walk in a straight line.
Trying to join you guys.
So, another thing we could talk about. Well,
Okay.
let's talk about the state of games anymore. What do you feel about new game releases?
They need to stop.
Finish the game before they fucking release it.
They need to not.
I can't join you
I
guys.
genuinely feel that. I genuinely feel that because, like, I have been seeing so much shit. Like, I will use. So there's Fallout 76. There is not SCP. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. There is the new Pokemon games, which is they are Nintendo games,
Right?
and they are coming out like broken, like buggy messes. And this is Nintendo. Like they are the flagship of video games, right?
Yeah,
Right.
when you think
And they're
Nintendo, you
coming
think
out-
like fucking Donkey Kong.
When you think Nintendo, you think of like an actual playable game that won't have any kind of
Yeah.
bugs, you know?
Right.
But even like Nintendo's falling into this. I feel like they are rushing they're rushing their game programmers, they're rushing everybody and trying to get these games out for certain times. Stop doing that.
Well, I'll
Stop
say
doing
when
that
it
because
comes
you're fucking up the games, right?
when it comes to the Pokemon games, I always felt, I should say, that it was because of Game Freak. You know, because Nintendo doesn't ultimately control Game Freak; they just publish their games, to my knowledge. That's a Game Freak
alright.
problem, not necessarily. You
Well,
know.
even then, like they've been pumping these shits out since like the 90s, you know.
Right.
And I'm not saying like, oh hey, you know, it's not like it's that different. I mean, they've gone from doing like still sprites to doing like 3D models with animations, you know. So it's obviously like there's a difference between the two. You know, one's severely less advanced than the other.
Right.
But, you know, there should have been like some sort of quality control there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, like there's still gotta be like some play testers. There's still gotta be some people that like play the game and figure things out. It's very weird to see a big company like that, you know, release something that is unfinished, like buggy, you know, have a shitty release. Like you expect that kind of thing from some games, you know.
Right.
Like from some like Steel Wool, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're a small company. They got like what 12 people in their
Something like
company
that.
right now.
Let's check.
But like,
Oh yeah, we'll also check the difference between baby fur and a diaper fur. First, I want to check the steel wool.
while we're here, you might as well.
So I'll
I
check
gotta
steel
go
wool
to sleep
real quick.
in like 20 minutes, boys.
Well, we'll check steel wool and then we'll check the other thing.
Right. And then, it's not like this is like a brand new thing, you know, like all the new games are doing it. Like this has been happening since like Black Ops 4, right?
Right.
Like these are like old games, and this has been happening like for a while now. And it's just like I get that like some of it was also kind of like a COVID thing, you know, like COVID hit everybody, you know, people weren't able to get in and like do stuff. But like COVID's not that big of a deal anymore, and even then, like when Black Ops 4 came out, COVID wasn't even a thing. You know, like it's just games have been.
Not even, you know,
companies have been
fucking
rushing
Cyberpunk as
their
well.
Yeah.
companies have been rushing their game producers way too much, and then
Yeah,
they're
definitely.
pushing them to try to get these games out for like a Christmas release or like a summer release or like
It happened with Black Ops 3
Yeah.
as well.
It was
It
such a
happened with
mess.
Fallout
New
Vegas.
When Fallout or not
Fallout New Vegas.
when-
Well,
New
I'll let
Vegas
Fallout
day
New
one.
Vegas slide because
with
New
day
Vegas
one,
didn't.
New Vegas, that was a buggy mess. 90% of the time, the game would either crash whenever you just started it up, or you know there were so many things that just broke the game in general. So I wouldn't give it.
There was some
slide
people
at
who
all.
couldn't even launch it.
Right, I wouldn't give it a slide at all.
Okay. I
'Cause
didn't know that. I just
New
knew
Vegas
about like the
was
current
a
state
mess.
of New Vegas was still a
No.
buggy mess.
No, like day one or like for the first like year or month or so, it was just an awful buggy mess where nothing worked. And it wasn't until they actually fixed most of the game-breaking bugs that it was, you know, praised to how it is. But when it comes to Steel Wool, there are 20-ish, literally what it says, highlighted, 20-ish superstars. Independent studio.
20-ish.
Yeah, it's literally what it says
so
from the Steel Wool
that's a
Studios
really
thing.
small. That's a really small game development company compared to stuff like Activision, Game Freak, you know. And even then, like Activision isn't even really. They're the ones releasing the games. They don't really are the ones making the games. Like you have Treyarch, or you have Sledgehammer, or you have Infinity Ward. They're the actual game companies that are making these games. And you know, I just feel like I expected better from them. You know.
Right. So
Like, whenever I pay $60 for a game,
yeah,
I expect to be able to play what I purchased, what I saw in the trailers, what I thought it was what I was gonna get. I expect that to be what I got, not a really buggy, glitchy mess.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like look at. I think the only game that came out recently that has little to no flaws in it is Atomic Heart. But Atomic Heart has been in the. I haven't heard like many game breaking or
no,
like serious
I was gonna say
bugs with it.
another game that came out very recently, which is gonna date this, but came out yesterday or the day before, is
Alright.
Resident Evil 4's remake. I played the demo for
okay.
that, and it was really good, but my computer cannot handle that game,
Right.
unfortunately. But
Like
I have
not all
not
game
heard
companies are
one
doing
thing.
this, right?
Well, yeah, but like Capcom, they're a pretty big company, and I've hardly heard anything. Like when Monster Hunter Rise came out, I heard like nothing when it came to bugs or anything. And since what I've played from the Switch version, and even the Xbox port or the PlayStation port or whatever,
Right.
it's still hardly any bugs. I think Capcom is one of the few companies that still make not super buggy games. I think the last game that was like super buggy that was a rough time was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity. Or Infinite, or whatever. But I figured out the difference between diaper fur and baby fur.
Okay.
So, baby furs are a member of the furry subculture with an interest in role-playing as a baby.
Okay, so it's basically just an adult baby, but with
Diaper
furries.
furs are a group of furry who pride themselves in wearing diapers. Unlike cub furs and baby furs, this group views their personas diapered, but not at a young age.
Oh,
Okay.
That's the difference.
All right.
so Agatha
Now
down
we
from the nursing home.
Yeah.
I see.
That's the difference. And now I have that on my search into history.
That's
so
nice.
that's cool.
You may want to clear that.
I can't wait
Your
for my
internet service
analytics.
provider's gonna
Be very
fucking-
confused.
yeah. And that
But,
segues us into today's sponsor, NordVPN. No.
Man, I wish. But
Yeah, I fucking
Man,
wish.
well,
honestly,
I
if
think-
you ask me, fuck sponsorships.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
if
that's
my-
fair.
not-
But if we
my
could
my,
get
my
paid,
channel.
if we could get paid,
Yeah,
for,
if we
you
could get
know,
paid to
I
do this.
mean,
Would you? I mean, I fucking would.
if Activision was like, "Hey, dog, here's the next Call of Duty game. I want you guys to talk and play over this," I'd be like, "Okay,
Yo,
sure,
sure.
yeah."
If
Why
it's
not?
shit, we're not
That-
going to hold back from saying it's
Oh
shit.
yeah,
but
absolutely not.
Oh
but
right,
like,
of course. We're gonna
you know,
we're gonna see how it is, but
yeah, or Microsoft
Hmm?
make a new Halo game. He won't play, but I will. I'll play the shit out of a new Halo game.
I might play.
Yeah,
I might
these
play
guys will
Halo
play
again.
it.
He won't because he's
I'll
a
watch.
bitch.
Halo Reach is the only good Halo. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop you there, Buckaroo.
Halo Reach and Halo 3.
At least he didn't say 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't say 4.
At
Reach
least
is
he didn't
good.
say 4.
3 is 4. The 3 is good. 2 is good. 1's good.
I always wanted to play.
All
I've
of
always
them
wanted
are
to play.
except
I saw when
What's
I got
3,
my
4?
Xbox
Okay,
360.
okay, hold on.
5 is
I'm
meh.
going.
I played 5.
I'm going on a rant. I'm going on
Oh,
a rant.
boy.
It's a
Okay,
it's a
here we
it's a
go.
professor rant time. Okay.
Professor's
This
rant.
is
Okay.
this
Oh,
is the
fuck.
time. This is the time where we're having not a rant. What are they called in universities? Fucking lectures. We're having a lecture.
Lecture.
Here's the lecture of today. Okay.
Okay.
Halo
Let's hear it.
is a good series. It's a great franchise with a really cool idea, really cool characters, great character design, really good sandbox when it comes to the guns, and it was all great with Bungie. There's a reason I say with Bungie. Once 343 took over, they did the fucking the awful Halo 1 remaster where they barely tried. And it wasn't even 343 they made it. They gave it off to Saberspark. And I mean, credit where credit is due, they did what they had, what they had, you know, what they could work with. And what 343 was over their shoulder about to make sure that we want it like this, but we're not gonna make it ourselves, cause fuck you. And then there's the Halo 2 remake, well, remaster, whatever, which was really, really good. It was amazing. It was immaculate. It was perfect. It was exactly what a Halo remaster should be. Basically a full remake. I mean, the graphics engine was completely overhauled. When it came to the multiplayer, there was 2 different multiplayers. You could do the Halo 2 Classic and then the Halo 2 Anniversary. And the Anniversary was different because it used a similar sandbox to Halo 4's, which is fine because the gunplay and such in Halo 4 was still okay. That Halo 4 came out, right, after the Halo 1 Anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
They fuck with the story. They fuck with the characters. They make... A lot of people really like how Master Chief is in that game. I don't. At all. Master Chief, to me, and in all the other games, right, up until that point, was a badass who didn't fucking care about the Covenant or how they felt or how he felt. He just knew he had to get his friends and his comrades out of there, right? He cared about them more than himself. So why the fuck in Halo 4 is he such a whiny bitch? He fucking has depressive episodes 90% of the time. He fucking sulks around in his armor fucking mopes about because boob lady isn't in his head and she's going crazy. And it's just like, oh my god, why? Why is he like this? Why? Why was he like? There's no reason at all. That Halo 5 came out. Who the fuck cares about the Guardians? Let's be real now. Who cares about these other Spartans? If I can find one person on this planet who's like, I like Halo 5, they don't deserve to have children. And that is where that is, and that's how I'm gonna stay on it. No matter what, if you like Halo 5, especially the story, I'm gonna do what fucking Shadow does in Sonic 06 to Silver. I'm gonna fucking stop you right there, walk around you, give you a roundhouse kick, and just keep walking. Cause I don't... Ooh. Okay, and then, like, sure, I'm sure the multiplayer was okay at best. But the fact that they tried to make it Call of Duty. Halo's Halo, Call of Duty's Call of Duty. There's a reason they're two different fucking franchises. There's a reason that people like Halo and... Okay, give me 1 second.
If you don't mind me.
There's a reason... Give me 1 second, please. There's a reason people play Halo and a reason people play Call of Duty. People play Call of Duty specifically for the multiplayer 90% of the time, right? And the multiplayer is tuned to effect to be more kind of fast-paced and, you know, more boots on the ground, right? And until later, but that's whatever. But Halo was floaty, and it meant it was supposed to be floaty. It was a sci-fi game that didn't take place on Earth most of the time. And... you know, the sandbox of the guns allowed it so that you could do whatever. There were so many different movement options and different, like, reload cancels, all this shit that made Halo Combat. And then fucking Halo 5 prances in is like, we should add ADS and, like, sprinting and sliding and skill streaks. And it's like, no. Don't stop. Why are you doing this to my baby? Why are you fucking ruining this franchise? Bungie could have stayed. Microsoft was like, no, fuck you. And it fucked off Bungie. And they're stuck making Destiny. And I mean, I've heard decent things about Destiny. I've never played it myself. But whatever. You can interject now.
I was about to say, from what I have played of Halo, I genuinely enjoyed how different the combat was in that game compared to other games at the time, like Call of Duty, or like, you know, those kinds of games. But whenever they started, I mean, I never played it, but to hear that they started changing that and making it more like Call of Duty, that's just, it's honestly kind of depressing because there's so much good with it. Like not being able to aim down the sights was like cool, you know. It felt like a Source game, but it wasn't on Source, you know. It was like a different style to that, you know. And like having like all types of different abilities and shit, it's cool. And then but being able to slide it, they basically just turned it into Black Ops 3. It sounds like, and it's just, I don't know, man. I enjoyed from what I played because I played the Master Chief Collection, which I believe was made by 343. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, but it's a bunch of Bungie games except for 4.
Right.
Which is why it's good.
I played at a buddy's house. I played the first Halo, and I thought that it was really fun. Like, I really did enjoy it. And I also played Reach, and I love Reach, right? That was the first Halo game that I played.
Right.
So it already got just kind of like a special place in my heart for just being the first one that I played. But I heavily enjoyed Reach.
So here's another thing.
It was so much fun.
Here's
I really liked the first
just a
two
little
Halos
thing,
too.
boys. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay,
You'll
hold on.
have a good one.
Before you go, I have to ask you a question. Have you ever heard Call of Duty fans go off that hard?
Yeah.
About the games?
About
And
Call
not
of Duty
about-
games?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vanguard.
That's one
yeah.
bad game.
Yeah, but there's plenty others.
Like what?
Call of Duty 4. wasn't that good. The remaster was meh. I personally I liked it. A lot of people didn't, which is whatever. Black Ops 4, a lot of people didn't like. There was a lot of people who hated Black Ops 3.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
But unlike the Call of Duty franchise, Halo has been beaten to the ground. It is so hard to be a Halo fan because
Mhm.
there were 5 good games, and then 343 took over. And when 343 took over, they essentially kept kicking the fans in the nuts over and over and over again, to the point where most of them are just numb and are happy to have something that plays closer to Halo that is still technically Halo, I guess. You know, with Infinite, I personally think Infinite is good. Do I think it's the right direction for Halo? Not really. Open world Halo's cool, right? And it's fun. Grappling hook, yeah, whatever. I mean, whatever. It's cool. It's fun. But all in all, he didn't really need it. You know? And then the multiplayer. Oh my fucking god. You can go to bed now, Spike, because I'm about to go on another tangent that you don't care
Honestly,
Good night.
honestly, I think we
Good
should
night,
end it
everyone.
here. Because I feel like
Bye.
it's not as good without all 3 of us here. So I think maybe we could have a Call
I'm
of
gonna
Duty.
have
or we
one
could
last thing. One last thing after Spike
All
leaves,
right.
because even though he's gone, it's just me. I'm gonna just
Fair enough. Go ahead. Let it out.
Halo Infinite's multiplayer customization pisses me off so much. Because unlike every other fucking Halo game, even 5, their stupid fucking... It's free to play, so we have to fucking monetize everything! So, like, armor cores. You have your base, your Mark 8 or whatever the fuck it is now.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you could color your Spartans before? You had 2 colors, sometimes 3,
Yeah.
and you could choose whatever colors they were.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool, right?
That was really neat.
It was awesome. It was good. You know what they did in Infinite?
They fucked it up, I assume.
You can't choose your own combination of colors. They're all part of a certain armor palette. So, there's a shit show. If you have been using the same armor pattern since Halo 2, because that's the only game that really had 2 colors,
Right.
then fuck you, I guess. Oh, what's that? You don't have your armor colors? You want to boo-hoo, buy it, and oh, it's not there, then fucking suffer, I guess. Armor was unlockable since 3.
Mm-hmm.
All the way up until 5. You could unlock the armor through the campaign, through the multiplayer, through challenges in the campaigns and multiplayer. So why the fuck is it armor cores now? Instead of, here's Spartan, right? You can change helmet, chest, shoulder pads, the individual shoulder pads, the arm thing, like if you have a tack pad or a bracer, your knee pads, your hip stuff, right? There's all that stuff. That's so cool. Here's these predetermined fucking skins for you. You're not allowed to choose what you have on your Spartan at any given time. And, oh, that's right. You need to pay for them now.
Mm.
You know something I really miss?
What's that?
Playable Sangheili. I want to play as my elites again. I want to be a split lip. Because they're cool. Why is it not a thing since Reach? It was taken out in 4. It was taken out in fucking... Well, Halo 3 ODST had an excuse because it was focused on the ODST, so whatever. But, like, Halo 4, it's gone. Is there a reason? No, because the elites show up in it. Why? Fuck you. And then fucking 5. I don't know if 5 had. No, I'm pretty sure 5 didn't have playable Sangheili. So that was gone. Infinite came out. Everyone was like, yes, this is the chance. They have the Forsaken. They're a new clan or stuff. They have the Sangheili. They have the Ungoi. They have the Brutes. They have all this stuff. They have the Kigyar. It's all there. And it's like Halo 1 all over again. Right?
Mm.
No. Fuck you. Here's these armor cores for these Spartans you don't fucking care about because they fuck with the art style so much that they don't look like Spartans anymore. They just look like generic sci-fi. There's not the clunkiness and the bulkiness of the previous Spartan armors. Now you have these slimmed down fucking snots of what used to be Spartans. Anymore, they're not Spartans. They're just fucking people with EVA foam strapped to their face. It's not armor anymore. It's paper mache that was given to you by your cousin who's in like the 2nd grade. You know? It's like, why did they do this? Why? There's no reason. I don't understand. For a game that was so focused before on the individuality of players, so that if you end up finding that same armor thing, you played a game with a dude and he was really cool and it was so fun, and you remember his armor customization, and then you end up finding it again and you're like, wait a second, that's that guy, because they were unique. Now it's fucking Fortnite skins. I miss Bungie Halo. Why can't they just do what Bungie Halo did? It's not like people are actually buying the things. There's a reason that Halo Infinite barely sold anything. Even whenever they went free to play for the multiplayer, no one fucking picked it up. At all. Because they were hit so many times previously by every other Halo game before it. Pretty much. Since 343 took over, it's just like, oh, what's these notifications about? Oh, it's the game going. Like, I don't understand. Well, welcome and thank you for stopping by the Shots and Giggles podcast.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna put in because that reminds me of a game. That reminds me of a game that I held near and dear to my heart, and it's basically dead at this point, and that makes me really sad because I fucking loved this game.
Right.
I mean, you can still go on the servers. It's just like you're not gonna find any good ones.
Right.
And I doubt that they're gonna really care about this game anymore. But this was a game. A very unique game, honestly, because you see, this was a game about tanks. And it's not like your normal like tank shooter where you got all these historically accurate tanks. These tanks were just like, you could have like a sniper rifle tank, you could have ones, you could just have a regular standard tank, one that's basically a beefed up version of the standard that has like splash damage. You have one that could heal other tanks, and like if you're on like a team-based mode, you could heal other tanks your side, and then you could damage the ones on their own with like these this little beam that moves out nanobots on fucking enemy tanks and your friendly tank shit. A flamethrower tank, a tank that freezes you. It was a really fun game. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I stopped playing the game for like a couple of years because I was busy doing like school stuff, and I think this is the point in time where I was working on both school and job, so I was basically not working on. I was not playing games very much, if at all.
Right.
So I hopped back on this game because I was like, I missed this game because this game was fun. So I hopped back on, and everything has changed. Whenever I started playing, there was not that much, you know. You had like the tank turrets, you had the stuff, you had the chance to buy some crystals, so you could buy like upgrades and shit, so I could up the tank, like the tank turrets and shit.
Right.
And so I go on and I see everything is fucking different. I never said to get the name of the game. Tanky Online, it's called. Tanki Online. It, like, there are some things that they put in that I thought was really cool. They added, like, different modifications for tanks. So, like, you could have, like, tanks do different things now. You could have one, like, you had, like, a sniper tank turret, which, what, you could zoom in and, like, spin and shit. But, didn't really do much damage, like, whenever you weren't scoped in. Because it was, like, a sniper. Like, from Team Fortress 2, where, like, you'd charge up a shot and then you'd do the massive amount of damage.
Right.
That's the kind of shit that I slayed with. I was like top scoring all the time. I also used, whenever I played, they had like a different style of I'm not gonna get into that yet because like, I'm gonna be bouncing around if I don't fucking stay on one thing. Now they have it so that your tank will reload slower, but you can do more damage in like whenever you're not scoped in.
Right.
And stuff like that. Like you have one, you'll have like all types of different things and stuff. They did buffs and nerfs and whatnot, so different things like minor stuff. But what they also did was they added a premium thing. This game was completely free, by the way. So they added in a premium thing. And with this premium thing, you could pay to get more crystals and stuff, and it's like a monthly, you know, whatever.
Right.
You could also start clans now, which I thought was really cool, because that would have been something great, you know? But you have to pay for that as well. Pay to get a license to have a clan. And that was fucked up. I didn't like that. You had to have a clan license, either join a clan or to make a clan.
Yeah, that's messed up.
You had, you had like different. Now there's like no, there wasn't different currency. Now you have like loot crates now, and now there's rarities, and like you can't just buy like certain skins. Now you have to like earn them through doing fucking like season passes. Basically, you have to pay for a season pass so you can get certain limited edition skins and shit. And they added all this stuff, and I'm just like, the fuck is going on with this game anymore? And then one thing that got me the most, right, and I can kind of see why they would do this, but then at the same time I don't.
Right.
They added in things called drones, which are like little robot things.
Okay.
And at first I'm like, I mean, I don't really care. Like I think I'm just gonna use the game without ever buying these drone things, because I played the old version and I never needed them.
Right.
You know, I was fucking great at the game at that point. So I'm not worried about that too much. So I start playing, and then you also get like these power-ups, right? You could like get these power-ups, and like so you could either find these power-ups like on like in like supply drop crates that like fall around the map in certain areas.
Right.
Or like you could get, like earn them from doing missions and stuff. So what they would do now is put them behind one of these drones, so you cannot use any of your power-ups, any of like these double damage, double speed, fucking double armor, landmines. You can't use any of these until you buy one of these drones.
Right.
So you would have oodles of these things, and you just can't use them until you get a drone. And then on top of that, it would be fine if you just bought the drone and then it's fine. But no, you have to buy batteries for the drone to keep the drone constantly usable.
I see.
So it's basically you're just constantly spending money. And I'm like, this is not the game that I fell in love with. This is not the game that I would hop on in like early parts of the morning before I even was supposed to be awake for school to like just play this game and like level up in this game and get better at this game. You know, late nights playing this game, early mornings playing this game, hell, whenever I was in fucking school, whenever we were doing dumb shit and fucking like whatever stupid math class I was at, you know. It wasn't the same game. And I feel like that's what killed it.
Right.
Is that the game changed too much. It tried to get too much money out of people.
Yeah.
And it killed itself. And that breaks my heart, because I fucking loved that game.
Right. It's pretty similar to what happened with Halo.
Mm-hmm. It feels like a lot of games are going that route now, especially like from the Call of Duties. I'm a big zombies guy. I fucking love zombies.
Yeah, same here.
For the viewers here.
Yeah.
Even though if they watched your channel or my channel, they'd probably know. I love zombies. That's one of my favorite game modes in Call of Duty, and really one of my favorite games types in like period. Really, like that round-based zombies type thing. I think is really cool, and I thought it was really unique at the time because nothing had really done it like Treyarch had.
Right.
World at War, Black Ops 2. You know, you got in the game, you played the game, you had fun. You know, that's what you did.
Yeah.
Black Ops 3 rolls around, and they add in gobblegums. I'm not a fan of gobblegums because I'm not a fan of the microtransactions that they have. And so they add in the gobblegums, and I'm just like, oh, whatever. I don't like gobblegums. I'm not gonna use them. You know, it's whatever. And then Black Ops 4 rolls around, and they bring back the gobblegum system. And I think, well, that's kind of shitty, you know, whatever. But then they also added in Blackout in this as well, which I don't really care too much about multiplayer in Call of Duty games. You know, if I'm fucking around with friends in like gun game or one in the chamber or whatever, then you know that's whatever. But like I don't really find enjoyment into going into public lobbies. You know, that was just like awful. You know, because now there's like all these different skins and stuff, and like you can only get like certain things, and it just went too fucking. They went too fucking into the money with that, with like those ones, right? I didn't like those. I didn't like how much they went into money with those. Cold War comes around, you know, you pay for the season pass, you play the game, you know, that's really basically it. You know, everything else is kind of like you didn't have to buy the Ethereum crystals in this one.
Right.
You didn't have to spend a cent if you didn't want to. You could still have a great time in the game. And that's what I missed, right? And I'm glad they brought that back. But it was like that. I don't want to have to pay to have a good time.
Right.
And
it's just
I think that's just.
I getcha.
It's just disheartening to see that's what these types of games have turned into.
Right.
And I don't know. I feel like this is a good time to end, especially since Spike isn't here anymore.
I would say,
yeah.
So thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for this is really your idea. I'll let you do the fucking outro.
No, I was saying hey to the dog. So
I know.
yeah, thank you for stopping by to Shots and Giggles. We had a good time. I'm your host, Professor Pestilence. I was joined here today by Spike and Pro Class Sniper / Captain Autismo Class / whatever the fuck else you want to call him. And that's gonna be it for today. See ya.